today for a first date follow-up, and he's getting ghosted by a woman named Charlotte. So in a few minutes, we'll call her and see if she'll tell us why she's ghosting him and maybe get him another date. But first, Deacon, how long has it been since you heard from Charlotte?
Dude, she's been ghosting me for 2 weeks now.
Oh, okay. That's a good amount of time.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a long time. You know, we had a really, really great date. So I'm not 100% sure what happened, but we had a bright Saturday kayaking date on the river. Perfect weather, you know, glassy water, dragonflies skimming the surface, birds singing like they had a soundtrack deal.
Yeah.
It was really great. It was a great date.
So how did you guys get to like talk to each other? Did you feel like she was into you? I mean, it sounds like a picturesque date, but like, what was the vibe?
I really liked her quick wit. She rocked this great sun hat that was like the way she wore it looked like couture. She really looked model-esque. She had an easy laugh. She snapped these candid pictures of every heron we passed. It was really nice. She seemed like she was really enjoying herself.
Okay.
Did you guys take anything before that? Okay, so after you guys were on the water, did you continue the date? How did you end it?
Yeah, we were on the water for a little while, and you know, there was one moment where my paddle pulled some seaweed out of the lake. So I took that piece of seaweed off the paddle and sort of dangled it in Charlotte's face, pretending to be the Loch Ness Monster. But she seemed like she kind of freaked out. And, you know, I just wanted to let her know I was playing around. But in hindsight, I think that might have been a stupid move for a first date. Might have come off sort of like a serial killer-y, maybe.
Yeah, you never want to come off that way on a first date, you know. Yeah,
I might be getting ghosted because of seaweed.
Okay.
I mean, well, how did she react after all that?
I mean, she seemed fine. I didn't get any vibes that she wasn't enjoying herself at all. Okay. It was an epic date. We had sunshine, snacks. It was like a postcard. It was really, really amazing.
Yeah, I mean, it sounds like everything was beautiful, but did she like say that she wanted to see you again? Was she acting a little bit different after you stuck seaweed in her face?
Oh, I mean, there was a moment she seemed like it freaked her out. I could tell that it freaked her out. So I felt bad about that, but the date still ended well. And she said she had a good time and we may hang out again. You know, we talked about that on the way out.
Okay. And then no communication at all afterwards, or did you try to reach out?
I've sent some texts, called once, or twice, maybe 5 times.
Okay.
So that could also be a reason too. Maybe you've called too many times, you think?
I mean, I didn't really think about that as an issue, but maybe.
So not to just pile on things, you know, and add things on. But serial killer vibes and then calling too many times could be.
Is that still serial killer vibes? Is that stalker vibes?
Well, if he had those before and then is calling a bunch, then, you know, both those things hand in hand are really not very good. But we'll see what we can figure out, Deacon.
But it sounded like a beautiful date, Deacon.
It did. We'll play a song, come back, and then call her and see if she'll tell us why she's ghosting you and maybe get you a second date, okay?
Great. Thanks, guys.
All right, we'll get your first date follow-up next. It's the Jubal Show.
On the latest episode of Next Question with me, Katie Couric, I sat down with Bernie Sanders, who is 84 years old, has spent 34 years in Congress, and he can still pack a rally with people a quarter of his age.
Denver, 34,000 people come out. Salt Lake City, 20,000 people out. You know, huge turnouts. People are really dissatisfied about the status quo.
His Fighting Oligarchy tour with AOC and other young progressives has become a movement. But is his message too far to the left? Well, he certainly doesn't think so.
Does that sound like a radical idea, Katie? Is that too far left for you?
Okay, wait. I get your point, Bernie. We talk about the billionaire class, the cost of living, and of course, the government shutdown, not to mention the current state of the Democratic Party.
To me, the failure of the Democratic Party has been an unwillingness to recognize the real issues.
Open your free iHeartRadio app, search Next Question with Katie Couric, and listen now.
What up, y'all? It's your boy, Kev on Stage. I want to tell you about my new podcast called Not My Best Moment, where I talk to artists, athletes, entertainers, creators, friends, people I admire who've had massive success about their massive failures. What did they mess up on? What is their heartbreak? And what did they learn from it?
I got judged horribly. The judges were like, you're trash. I don't know how you got on the show. Boo. Somebody had tomatoes. No, I'm kidding. But if they had tomatoes, they would have thrown the tomatoes.
Let's be honest. We've all had those moments we'd rather forget. We bumped our head. We made a mistake. The deal fell through. We're embarrassed. We failed. But this podcast is about that and how we made it through.
So when they sat me down, they were kind of like, we got into the small talk and they were just like, so what do you got? What ideas? And I was like, oh no. What?
Check out Not My Best Moment with me, Kev on Stage, on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, YouTube, or wherever you get your podcasts.
The Big Take podcast from Bloomberg News dives deep into one big global business story every weekday.
A shutdown means we don't get the data, but it also means for President Trump that there's no chance of bad news on the labor market.
What does a bacon, egg, and cheese sandwich reveal about the economy?
Our breakfast foods are consistent consumer staples, and so they sort of become outsized indicators of inflation.
What's behind Elon Musk's $1 trillion payout?
There's a sort of concerted effort to message that Musk is coming back. He's putting politics aside. He's left the White House.
And what can the PCE tell you that the CPI can't?
CPI tries to measure out-of-pocket costs that consumers are paying for things, whereas the PCE index that the Fed targets is a little bit broader of a measure.
Listen to The Big Take from Bloomberg News every weekday afternoon on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
We're in the middle of your first date follow-up, and if you're just joining us, Deacon is on the phone, and he's getting ghosted by Charlotte, so we're about to call her and see if she'll tell us why she's ghosting him and maybe get him a second date. But before we do that, Deacon, remind us about your date real quick.
Yeah, we had a great date. It was Saturday. We did some kayaking, perfect weather. The water looked beautiful. The dragonflies were beautiful. It was like there was a soundtrack playing in the background with the birds. It was... it was really a nice time until maybe I pulled out some seaweed and scared the poor girl.
Okay. You said you may have had serial killer vibes.
Right. I don't think that's usually the case, but maybe putting some seaweed on my face might come off like that.
Yeah. That's a tough one to pull off, All right. Are you ready for us to call her?
I think so.
Okay, here we go.
Hello?
Hi, may I speak to Charlotte, please?
This is Charlotte. Who's this?
Hey, Charlotte, how are you? This is a radio show. It's called The Jubal Show.
Hi, Charlotte. I'm Nina.
Hi, I'm Victoria.
And my name's Jubal. What's up with you?
Hi. Okay. Can I help you with?
Have you ever listened to the show before?
Yeah, I think I have. It's not that long ago either. This is so weird. Is this like, did I win something?
No. Well, I don't know. Depends how you look at it. But we do a segment on the show that's called the First Date Follow-Up. That's where if you go out on a date with somebody and end up ghosting them, they can email us to call you and find out why you're ghosting them. And so we got an email about you from somebody.
Yeah. Wow. Okay. Yeah, I was not expecting that. Okay. Sure. Who is? I have a feeling I know who it is.
You want to take a guess?
Yeah, is it Deacon?
Yes, it is Deacon. We talked to Deacon about your date. He said he liked you a lot. He thought it was great. Okay. And he's confused why you haven't talked to him in 2 weeks. Would you mind telling us?
Yeah, because he's a 30-year-old frat boy. Like, all he wanted to do was be wasted and yell, like, bro, look, bro. And I'm not your bro.
Okay. All right. So he was just a fratty?
I mean, it's a little too fratty. That's not enough. I just like this guy. I don't know when the last time he went on a date or hung out with another female, but it was just like, he just was like buddy, and he was being so weird and like almost gross at times. Like I couldn't, he wasn't seeing that we were just not vibing whatsoever. Like it was just like we were like going to go to a keg party after. Like he was just prepping before. I don't know. It wasn't the right vibe for me, you know?
So you said he just wanted to get wasted. Was he getting wasted?
Yeah. The entire time. Like it was just wanting to play flip cup, and beer pong, and we're kayaking. Like it's weird, right?
I don't even know how you do that.
I mean, it'd be really hard.
Right.
Okay. Well, thank you for telling us why you're ghosting him. I appreciate that.
Sure.
And Charlotte, I'll let you know that Deacon is actually on the phone and has been listening and wants to talk to you.
Hey. Wow. Wow, bro. What's that all about?
Deacon, hi. Yeah, look, I don't know what to say, but you brought a flask and gummies, and you kept trying to get me to party while we were literally in the middle of a lake, and I told you I'm not the strongest swimmer, and then you just kept getting more and more buzz. I just felt like you were just making bad life choices. That's it. Nothing more to say.
I just knew you were nervous. I was just trying to like loosen you up, take the edge off. It's like you wanted to be stressed out. Is that your normal state? Just being stressed all the time? Is that how you like to live? Stressed out?
Yeah,
because that's why I take the gummies.
Okay.
Yeah, normal straight. Okay, well, look, at least I didn't like nearly sword fight a duck with a paddle. Like it was so I'm not a good swimmer.
That duck was coming straight at me. That duck was coming straight at me and had a thing. He was coming at me. So you wore socks with bows on them. I mean, that's a cry for help. Come on. The little tiny bows on your socks.
Okay, have you seen your hair? Have you seen your hair? Like you walked out of the house looking like you got hit by a tornado. And like, yeah, at first I thought it was kind of hot, but now I just see like you're just a mess. You're a mess.
My hair is the best attribute I have. So how dare you? You know, you brought enough sunscreen to coat a small yacht. Why did you need that much sunscreen?
So you took it sunburned.
Yeah, some people don't want to get sunburned.
Right? And by the way, I wasn't wasted. I can drink so much more than that.
Wow.
Okay.
At least twice as much.
If you think, great. Well, look, if I'm just like this big ball of stress and yacht sunscreen or whatever, like, why are you trying for a second date, Deacon? Why?
Because I want to help you. I want to help you be better.
I think I get it now.
You want to help her be better?
At what?
Yeah. Get rid of all that stress and sunscreen. Yeah.
Hey,
you know,
Charlotte, would you like to go on another date with Deacon? We'll pay for it.
I mean, look, no. I mean, it was just like no. I'm just not going to chance like a Lake Rager part 2. I'm not.
Oh, come on, Charlotte. You are so hot. You're so hot. I want to go out with you again.
Okay, I'm sorry. It was too many gummies, Deacon. Bye. I'm sorry.
You had the great freckles, the sun hat, the way you just
did you take some gummies now?
I did. And you know what? Your socks before, the comment that I made, they're cute socks. I like those socks, the bows. I take it back. I was mean. I was out of line. But you are a ball of stress. You know what, Charlotte? I guess you're just not going to have a chance to take a ride on the Deke train.
Deke train?
Choo choo.
Yeah. Google it.
Our first date follow-up, and he's getting ghosted by a woman named Ashley. So in a few minutes, we're going to call her and see if she'll tell us why she's ghosting him and maybe get him another date. But first, Daniel, how long has it been since you heard from Ashley?
I think it's been like a week now.
Okay. Huh. Have you been trying to get a hold of her?
Yeah, I sent her a few messages, and she is like, this is a flat out ghost. There's no like messages saying, yeah, like short messages. This is just like,
just not talking
I'm
to you
really
at all.
pissed actually. I can tell you, I mean, the story if you want to hear it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So, yeah, I'm pissed that I'm getting ghosted because like the date was really, really awesome. I took her to dinner and drinks, and I thought, I mean, she's really beautiful. I thought she was awesome. She even does like guy things, like she plays golf of all things, and I was like, oh my god, this is amazing
cool
because I love golf.
Right.
And sparks flew. We had chemistry. Like everything was perfect, and we got a little tipsy, drunk, and I think we made out.
All right, so you got that drunk where you don't remember if you made out or not?
Yeah, it was kind of debauchery at the end, but nothing like I would have remembered something terrible.
Was she on the same level?
As far as drunkenness, I probably drank a little bit more than her. Again, I remember things. I don't black out, so there's no way that I would have forgotten something. Okay. And I'm really pissed, though. Let me tell you, the piss part is because, like, the reason I'm getting ghosted, actually, this is just my theory. It's like, I might be getting scammed by this person.
Getting scammed by them?
Yeah. So everything went well, but then when I wake up, like, the next morning, I found that my Venmo account had $500 that was sent to hers from mine.
Oh,
and
$500?
Yeah, and I don't think that I sent it, and maybe I think she might have stolen it, and that's why she's ghosting me, because I can't think of any other reason why I'd send her $500 on Venmo. I don't do that kind of thing, so she must have like grabbed my phone when I was drunk and sent it to herself.
Do people do that on first dates?
I mean,
I never.
I'm going to start trying.
I'm assuming people are going to start trying now if they don't already. But I mean, I could see people doing something like that.
Me too. I can also see people scamming people just for dinner. Like you hear about that all the time.
Were you away from your phone at any time where she could have grabbed it and Venmo'd herself money?
I mean, of course, like I might have gone to the bathroom. I just left it on the table. So I don't know if that's not what happened. Like I definitely want to go out on another date with her. I don't want to accuse her of things that she didn't do because I really like her.
Oh man, we're at a lot of extremes here. You don't remember if you made out with her or not. You don't know how the $500 got there, but you do want to see her again if she didn't steal it.
Seriously, if she did steal this, I really want to call the cops, I think. So I really need to figure this out.
Well, yeah, it's $500 she stole from you then. Yeah. Have you ever accidentally or on purpose Venmo'd somebody like that before and not known it?
No, that's just not like me. I don't do those kind of things.
It's a weird number, too. It's like $500? Let's just go for $5,000.
Right. Well, and if the date was going so well, and then now she's ghosting you, and then there's $500 missing from your Venmo, I would think that that's the reason.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I don't know. I just need some clarity here.
We'll play a song, come back, and then call her and see if she stole your $500 or if there's a different reason that she's ghosting you, and maybe get you another date if you still want one, okay?
And how the $500?
Yeah. All right. We'll play a song, come back, and then call her and get your first date follow-up next.
On the latest episode of Next Question with me, Katie Couric, I sat down with Bernie Sanders, who is 84 years old, has spent 34 years in Congress, and he can still pack a rally with people a quarter of his age.
Denver, 34,000 people come out. Salt Lake City, 20,000 people out. Huge turnouts. People are really dissatisfied about the status quo.
His Fighting Oligarchy tour with AOC and other young progressives has become a movement. But is his message too far to the left? Well, he certainly doesn't think so.
Does that sound like a radical idea, Katie? Is that too far left for you?
Okay, wait. I get your point, Bernie. We talk about the billionaire class, the cost of living, and of course, the government shutdown, not to mention the current state of the Democratic Party.
To me, the failure of the Democratic Party has been an unwillingness to recognize the real issues.
Open your free iHeartRadio app, search Next Question with Katie Couric, and listen now.
Perception. It was like feeding the monster, said Eisman. We fed the monster until it blew up. The monster was exploding. Yet on the streets of Manhattan, there was no sign anything important had just happened. Now, 15 are sold.
Jingle bells, jingle all the way.
Yo. Can we get a Thanksgiving first?
it's okay not to be okay sometimes and be able to build strength and love within each other.
Thanksgiving isn't just about food. It's a day for us to show up for one another. I'm Elliot Connie, host of the podcast Family Therapy, a series where real families come together to heal and find hope. What would be a clue that would be like? I've gotten lots of text messages from him. This one's from a little bit better of a version of him.
Because he's feeding himself well. It's always a concern. Like, are you eating well? He's actually an amazing cook.
There was this one time where we had neighbors and I saved their dog and I ended up inviting them over for food, and that was like one of my proudest moments.
This is Family Therapy. Real families, real stories on a journey to heal together. Listen to Season 2 of Family Therapy every Wednesday on the Black Effect Podcast Network, iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Right in the middle of your first date follow-up or a new edition of Crime Stoppers. I'm not sure. Because Daniel is on the phone and Daniel's getting ghosted by Ashley. So we're about to call her and see if she'll tell us why she's ghosting him and maybe get him another date. But first, Daniel, why don't you catch us up on your situation?
Yeah, so I took this girl out, bought her, dinner and drinks, and we had an amazing time. Got a little drunk. I don't remember what happened because I have $500 missing off of my Venmo account that was sent to her. So either she stole it or I gave it to her, and I'm trying to figure that out.
Okay.
Which neither of them makes sense, but I guess
Yeah.
the scamming part, God, that sucks.
That does suck.
That does really suck.
Maybe she got you drunk on purpose in order to get your phone and Venmo her money. Maybe that's her thing. All right, man. Are you ready for us to call her?
I don't know what to expect right now, but I'm definitely ready for the call.
Okay, here we go.
Hello?
Hi, may I speak to Ashley, please?
Yeah, this is Ashley.
Hey, Ashley, how are you? My name is Jubal, and I'm calling from a radio show. It's called The Jubal Show.
Yeah, hi, Ashley. The show's here. I'm Nina.
Hi, and I'm Victoria.
Oh. Is that who's calling me?
Yeah, this is The Jubal Show. It's a radio show. Have you ever heard it before?
I mean, I know the name, yeah, but why are you calling?
We actually got an email about you from somebody who does listen to the show.
Oh, okay.
So we do a segment on the show. It's called the first date follow-up. What that is if you go out on a date with somebody and then you end up ghosting them, that person can email us to get you on the phone and ask why you're ghosting them. So you went out on a date recently and you haven't been talking to them, and they were wondering if we could figure out why.
Oh, okay, yeah. I think I know who you're talking about now.
Okay, who do you think it is?
Yeah, I'm going to say it's Daniel.
And you are correct. Nice. Daniel emailed us, and then we talked to him a little bit about your date, and he's really confused. He liked you a lot. He's wondering why you're ghosting him.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's pretty straightforward. I mean, he disrespected me, like, all the way. He was great, for most of the night. But then he got really drunk and, like, completely turned into a different person.
Oh. Wait, so what did he do to disrespect you?
Well, he spent so much time talking about money. Like, he thought that would be impressive to me, and it was just gross. Like, I'm not the kind of woman that needs someone to, like, flaunt cash. And that's why I've been avoiding him. I mean, it's just that type of personality that, it made me honestly sick to my stomach, to be with a guy that thinks money is what's going to win me over.
Did you call him out?
You know what? I just remembered something else. Okay, so he got so drunk towards the end of the night, and then he started bragging about how much money he had, and he wanted to prove it to me.
Uh-oh.
So he sent me $500
on Venmo.
What for? He just was like, "Watch this, I can do this."
Yeah, he was like, "Look at me, go get something for you. This will be fun."
Yeah, dude, I make so much cash. Let me just Venmo you $500 right now.
That sounds like.
Yeah, here's a half rack. Go get yourself something nice.
I don't even know what I would do. I don't know what I would do with that.
And you took the $500.
Of course.
Heck yeah.
I mean, at least I'll get something out of this. I mean, he's being like such a right now. That's why.
All right. Well, thank you, Ashley, for being honest with us. I appreciate it. And now I have to let you know that Daniel is actually on the phone listening and does want to talk to you.
Oh, God. Well, you could have told me that, before I said what I said.
Yeah, sorry
you
about
just
that.
told the truth. It's okay.
Yeah.
Daniel?
Yeah, I'm here. Wow. I actually, can you give me a recap of how that happened?
Yeah, I mean, you were like slurring. You're like, yeah, I'm going to send you $500 because it's chump change.
Chump change?
No way. I thought you ripped me off. I was calling them to tell them that like I was going to call a cop. I'm so sorry. I don't think money is everything. I'm sorry. Like yes, I was drunk and maybe I was like really nervous and trying to impress you. I never do this. Oh my God.
Does that mean your subconscious thinks that like that's what you're good for, maybe?
No. Like I just said, I guess I do block out or something because I don't remember that part. And I'm so sorry. Please.
Oh. Meanwhile, people are like, I'll listen to you talk about how rich you are, $7,500.
I don't know. The whole thing was just like so not funny. Like it was really like a D-bag move, that's never happened to me before. And I don't know if I can honestly. I really don't. This is so weird.
Please listen. I promise. I had so much fun. I'm sorry about getting drunk and being a D-bag. Like I just want another date. Just please let me have one more chance. I just want to go on another date and I won't drink a lot and I won't talk about money. And we'll go play golf. We'll go to a range like you want.
We can go to a really expensive course.
Golf's like the most expensive sport.
Ashley, would you like to go on another date with Daniel? We'll pay for it. He sounds sincere to me.
Yeah, he does to me too.
Well, I mean, until he got drunk, he was actually super fun. So, yeah, I'm up for it.
Ooh,
okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
You gonna give the money back?
Well, I haven't thought about that yet. But look, like, you know what? He's got work to do, though. Like, if he wants me to trust him, he can't be an a-hole. And if I see that, then, yeah, I'm fine giving him the money back.
Well, I mean, Ashley, you earned it, though. You sat through that stuff, and you're giving him another chance.
Yeah.
So I think that's a wash now,
Congratulations,
guys.
Daniel. You got another date.
Yeah, we'll make a bet, like, who can hit the ball further. Maybe that'll be, like, the $500 decision.
Yeah, and I already bought some bear mace with that money, so, I'm not afraid to use
it. Fair enough.
On the phone today for a first date follow-up, and he's getting ghosted by a woman named Samantha. So in a few minutes, we'll call her and see if she'll tell us why she's ghosting him and maybe get him a second date. But first, Diego, how long has it been since you heard from Samantha?
It's been a minute. It's been like over a week right now. And, yeah, it's just weird.
So have you been trying to get a hold of her? Or how did you guys leave it after the date?
Let me just give you the full story. So basically, like, I met her online and we were texting each other. We had like a really good, like, sort of vibes going. And we figured our first date would be at like a pottery class. And it was great. Even when I picked her up to go to a pottery class, she was like roasting me about my playlist in my car, and it was just flirty in a way too. It was really cool, and it was fun. It was a good feeling, and yeah. So we did our pottery class thing. It was messy, creative, kind of romantic in like a ghost way. You ever seen that movie Ghost with Patrick Swayze and Whoopi Goldberg and Demi Moore? So, all right. Long story short, I kept overspinning my wheel and splattering clay everywhere. Mm-hmm. And I think that's why she ghosted me, because it even spilt on another couple next to us, which was kind of faux pas.
You think maybe she's ghosting you because you were like messy with your pottery?
Yeah, I was splashing everywhere. Yeah.
Did she seem bothered by it?
I mean, I just felt like she was. I think we still had sparks. She was like laughing and like she was even snorting. It was like, we were. It was. I thought it was pretty funny, but then I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like she was even joking about me and about like our Frankenstein bowls. And at the end, she hugged me, said goodbye, and like even with clay still on my face, she still, gave me a kiss in the cheek.
Okay.
I'll tell you this. I left thinking, like, this is definitely someone I could actually vibe with long term. So it's kind of brutal with the radio silence,
Totally. Did the people that you were getting clay all over get upset? Was there like an altercation, or it was just random clay flying? I'm just trying to understand, like, at what point maybe she was like rubbed wrong.
I don't know. I mean, like, everyone was like kind of cool about it though, but you never know. You know what I mean? I mean, she definitely was like joking about it. So I don't know if it was just to sort of like a defense mechanism. So I don't know. I mean, I was really into her humor. I liked how she was like making fun of me, and like she's also self-deprecating too. Like, we definitely vibe with the same type of like humor. So, you know, I just don't want to like lose that to see, you know what I'm saying?
Did she say anything like she wanted to go out again?
Yeah, we were like, yeah, let's keep in touch, you know, like, but it seemed genuine, not like, yeah, we'll keep in touch, but not, you know?
I don't know. I feel like being bad at pottery is kind of a weird reason to ghost somebody, but maybe she's a pottery snob. I don't know.
Or maybe it's an excuse, which is also not helpful for you. I'm really sorry. But
well, we'll see if we can figure it out for you. All right. We'll play a song, come back, and then call her and see if she'll tell us why she's ghosting you and maybe get you a second date. Okay?
All right. Sounds good.
All right.
Thank you.
We'll get your first date follow-up next.
On the latest episode of Next Question with me, Katie Couric, I sat down with Bernie Sanders, who is 84 years old, has spent 34 years in Congress, and he can still pack a rally with people a quarter of his age.
Denver, 34,000 people come out. Salt Lake City, 20,000 people out. You know, huge turnouts. People are really dissatisfied about the status quo.
His Fighting Oligarchy tour with AOC and other young progressives has become a movement. But is his message too far to the left? Well, he certainly doesn't think so.
Does that sound like a radical idea, Katie? Is that too far left for you?
Okay, wait. I get your point, Bernie. We talk about the billionaire class, the cost of living, and of course, the government shutdown, not to mention the current state of the Democratic Party.
To me, the failure of the Democratic Party has been an unwillingness to recognize the real issues.
Open your free iHeartRadio app, search Next Question with Katie Couric, and listen now.
On the podcast Health Stuff, we are tackling all the health questions that keep you up at night.
Yes, I'm Dr. Priyanka Wali, a double board certified physician.
And I'm Hari Kondabolu, a comedian and someone who once Googled, "Do I have scurvy?" at 3 a.m.
On Health Stuff, we're talking about health in a different way.
It's not only about what we can do to improve our health,
but also what our health says about us and the way we're living.
Like our episode where we look at diabetes.
In the United States, 50% of Americans are pre-diabetic.
How preventable is type 2?
Extremely. Or our in-depth analysis of how incredible mangoes are.
Oh, it's hard to explain to the rest of the world that your mangoes are fine because mangoes are incredible, but you don't even know.
You don't know. You don't know. It's going to be a fun ride, so tune in.
Listen to Health Stuff on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
She said, "Johnny, the kids didn't come home last night."
Along the central Texas plains, teens are dying. Suicides that don't make sense. Strange accidents and brutal murders. In what seems to be a plot ripped straight out of Breaking Bad.
Drugs, alcohol, trafficking of people.
There are people out there that absolutely know what happened.
Listen to Paper Ghosts, the Texas Teen Murders, on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
If you're just joining us for today's first date follow-up, Diego is on the phone and he's getting ghosted by Samantha. So we're about to call her and see if she'll tell us why she's ghosting him and maybe get him another date. But first, Diego, why don't you break down your date for us again real quick?
Yeah, so basically met her online. We had great vibes, and we went to a pottery class. Things got a little messy, and just trying to hear back from her. Hopefully I didn't make a total myself. You know?
I hope you didn't say that.
All right.
That's kind of like,
yeah. All right, you ready for us to call her?
Yeah.
Okay, here we go.
Hello?
Hi, may I speak to Samantha, please?
Speaking.
Hey, Samantha, how are you? This is a radio show. It's called The Jubal Show.
Hi, Samantha. I'm Nina. Hi, I'm Victoria.
And my name's Jubal. What's up?
Hi.
Hi.
What's up?
Not much. Have you ever listened to the show before?
I've heard of you guys, but I don't really listen to the radio that much.
That's
fair. Okay. Well, thank you for hearing of us.
That's good news.
Yeah, that's good. We're calling you today because we got an email about you.
Oh, you did?
Yeah. We do a segment on the show, and it's called the First Date Follow-Up. That's where if you go out on a date with somebody and then you end up ghosting them, that person can email us to ask why you're ghosting. So do you have any idea who would email?
Yeah, I might have a slight idea.
Okay. Who is it? Or who do you think it is?
Are you calling about Diego?
Yes, it is Diego. We talked to Diego. He told us a little bit about your date, and he really liked you, and he's wondering why you're ghosting him. Would you mind telling us?
Oh, gosh, this is on the radio?
Yeah,
this is so awkward. Okay, I mean, I really didn't expect to, like, talk about this, like, publicly, like, on the radio. Like, this is kind of crazy. Okay. So, honestly, guys, gosh, this is so weird. No, he's great. He's great. We had a great time. We went to a pottery class. It was really, really fun. But he's just not, like, the guy for me. Let me just say that.
But did something happen, or is it just a vibe you're getting?
He has some mannerisms that are just not, like, I don't know if I can really deal with that.
Mannerisms?
Yeah. Like, I don't want to be rude. I'm so sorry. I don't want to be rude.
Well, he's prepared, you know, like we told him that we would tell him whatever you told us, and he's prepared to hear whatever.
Okay. In the nicest way possible. We, like, went to dinner, and the way he was drinking his soda, he was, like, slurping the straw like he was auditioning for a kazoo band. Like, I don't know how I could ever recover from that. It was so, I was like, had secondhand embarrassment. It was so loud. Like everyone in the restaurant was turning around to look.
Oh.
And yeah, it was that bad. Like, it was so loud. And it wasn't just one time. It was like over and over again. It just was so bad.
It just gave you like the ick. It was a turn off.
It gave me, yes, completely. It gave me the ick. And I don't think I could do that.
Do you think he does that all the time? I guess we could find out, but if he does that all the time or just when he drinks soda?
Oh, I don't know. I assume anytime he drinks through a straw.
Okay.
It's like, did you never learn how to drink out of a straw? Like, growing up? Like, what is going on here?
Well, Samantha, just to let you know, Diego is on the phone and wants to talk to you.
Oh. Was he, like, listening to that?
Yeah. Yeah.
Guys, you told me you were going to tell afterwards. I'm so sorry. That was so rude.
That's how you feel, though. You're being honest.
Yeah.
What happened?
I'm just sorry. Wait, you ghosted me because I sipped too hard on the straw? That's like,
yeah,
that's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Right?
The sound is burned into my brain. Like, people were turning around. Did you not notice? Like, everyone turning around. I mean, like, who brought the human espresso machine? Like,
oh my God.
It wasn't just once. It was like every sip. Like, surround sound slurping. Like, I was embarrassed.
Oh my God. I was thirsty, okay? Like, you handed me spicy noodles. What did you expect?
I don't know, to drink water like a normal person, not like a one-man tuba section.
Oh.
Wow. Guess I'll start hydrating in silence from now on.
You have to be honest.
So you'd seriously not date me because of the way I drink from a straw?
Yeah. Like, I just can't unhear and unsee and, like, undo the ick that gave me. I'm really, really sorry. It's not your fault. I mean, maybe, but
how many times would I be drinking from a straw? That's like a rare occurrence. It's not like I drink from a straw every day.
Yeah, that's true. I don't know.
Fine. I'll never touch a straw again. I swear. I'll just drink out of cupped hands if I have to. Whatever.
Okay. Well, we don't know if you're quiet when you do that, though.
Okay, but it's not just that. Like, anytime you would be drinking any liquid ever, I would just be thinking about the straw incident.
Straw?
The straw incident? Oh, my God. You named something? You named it the straw incident?
It was that bad. It's burned into my brain. And then afterwards, I changed your name in my phone to Straw Boy.
Ooh. Oh, wow.
Yikes. Well, Samantha, would you like another date with Straw Boy? We'll pay for it.
You know, Diego, I'm sure there's someone out there who is a good match for your straw drinking habit. It's not me, unfortunately. I'm so sorry. I did have a good time with you, but there's someone better for you out there.
Can you just we had a good time. Can you just give me another shot? Like, I didn't know that I sipped that straw that bad. I'll make sure I don't drink straws that crazy again, or I won't even touch a straw as long as I'm like seeing you. How about that? Like, and I know it's ingrained in your head as the straw incident, but honestly, like, I'm hoping you thought about the other incidents as like, the fun times we had incident, the pottery incident, like the car playlist incident. Like, I'm hoping you think about like the positive vibes we had to each other and not just that one weird ick moment. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. I mean, that was well put. Okay. Fine. I will go out with you one more time just to see. Only because you sound desperate enough to be entertaining, and on one condition.
Wow. You still want that, Diego?
No straws, but it's going to take a lot of convincing. I'll do it.
Oh my God. Thank you, Sam. I really appreciate it. Like, I'll even go on YouTube and like watch tutorials on how to drink a straw properly.
Wow. Does that exist? It must.
You get good with his tongue.
Whoa.
He's on the phone today for our first date follow-up, and he's getting ghosted by a woman named Crystal. So in a few minutes, we'll call her and see if she'll tell us why she's ghosting him and maybe get him a second date. But first, Dominic, how long has it been since you heard from Crystal?
Probably a little over a week, probably like 10 days.
Okay. Have you been trying to get a hold of her?
Yeah. I tried calling and sending texts. I even I sent her a text with this purse, this handbag that I thought she'd like, but nothing.
Like you were offering to buy for her?
Not even a handbag response?
Yeah. I mean, just something that I thought she would like. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Well, why don't you tell us about the date?
Okay, we met on a yacht, actually.
Oh.
It was through friends. It wasn't neither of us own a yacht, but it was like super large. And for our first date, I wanted to do something memorable. I had to match that yacht energy.
So, right, tough to match yacht energy.
Well, yeah, that's how we met. So I'm like, okay, this is the level we're playing at. We're up here,
Okay.
Which is not a big deal. I booked us dinner at this rooftop spot, private chef, a tasting menu. It was great, and she loved it. It was a good time. We were vibing, and then after that, I got her tickets to a late night jazz show, front row.
Nice.
And it was great, and she was digging it. The thing with Crystal, though, is that she kind of liked games. Like playing, okay, kind of like almost hard to get kind of thing.
Okay.
Like even when we had that dinner, she ordered, 2 desserts. She's that kind of woman. Like she kind of wants to test me to see where that line is and see how much she can get away with, and to be fair, I dig it. You know what I mean? Like I'm kind of, I like that vibe.
Okay.
Okay. You like a challenge.
Yeah, but she's different. Like she's not just beautiful. Don't get me wrong. She's beautiful. She's hot. But she's smart. She's sharp.
Okay. Well, why do you think she's ghosting you?
I don't know why she's ghosting me.
Did anything happen on your date at all?
Well, okay. When we were on our date, Crystal goes to the bathroom, right? And I went up to go get some drinks, and there's this gorgeous woman at the bar, and she started talking to me, and I'm talking to her, and it's just harmless kind of whatever, very, very light flirting. But I see Crystal coming back, and I'm just like, okay, let me, I'm going to see. She likes to play. Crystal likes to play, so let me up it up a little bit. So I'm going to see if I can make her a little bit jealous. See if she. What she does. I'm leaning into it.
Okay.
And honestly, it worked. Like, so she comes back from the bathroom, sees I'm not at the table, comes straight to the bar, immediately grabs my hand and pulls me away.
Like she wants to, make me hers.
So your strategy was to purposefully make her jealous while on a date with her.
Very, very, very lightly. It wasn't like my tongue was down this other girl's throat. Okay, But it's like I said, she likes this kind of like one-upping, this kind of predator prey kind of thing. She's digging it. She's doing it. So that's the whole idea. Like that's part of this game to get to win the other person's love and affection, and we're both on it.
Maybe flirting with another woman wasn't part of the game.
That's exactly what I'm second guessing right now. Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
And I don't know.
We'll check it out for you. We'll play a song, come back, and then call her and see if she'll tell us why she's ghosting you and maybe get you a second date, okay?
Okay.
All right. We'll get your first date follow-up next.
On the latest episode of Next Question with me, Katie Couric, I sat down with Bernie Sanders, who is 84 years old, has spent 34 years in Congress, and he can still pack a rally with people a quarter of his age.
Denver, 34,000 people come out. Salt Lake City, 20,000 people out. Huge turnouts. People are really dissatisfied about the status quo.
His Fighting Oligarchy tour with AOC and other young progressives has become a movement. But is his message too far to the left? Well, he certainly doesn't think so.
Does that sound like a radical idea, Katie? Is that too far left for you?
Okay, wait. I get your point, Bernie. We talk about the billionaire class, the cost of living, and of course, the government shutdown, not to mention the current state of the Democratic Party.
To me, the failure of the Democratic Party has been an unwillingness to recognize the real issues.
Open your free iHeartRadio app, search Next Question with Katie Couric, and listen now.
She said, Johnny, the kids didn't come home last night.
Along the central Texas plains, teens are dying. Suicides that don't make sense. Strange accidents and brutal murders. In what seems to be a plot ripped straight out of Breaking Bad.
Drugs, alcohol, trafficking of people.
There are people out there that absolutely know what happened.
Listen to Paper Ghosts, the Texas teen murders, on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
What do you get when you mix 1950s Hollywood, a Cuban musician with a dream, and one of the most iconic sitcoms of all time? You get Desi Arnaz, a trailblazer, a businessman, a husband, and maybe most importantly, the first Latino to break primetime wide open. I'm Wilmer Valderrama, and yes, I grew up watching him, probably just like you and millions of others. But for me, I saw myself in his story.
From cleaning canary cages to this night here in New York, it's a long ways.
On the podcast starring Desi Arnaz and Wilmer Valderrama, I'll take you on a journey to Desi's life, the moments it has overlapped with mine, how he redefined American television, and what that meant for all of us watching from the sidelines, waiting for a face like ours on screen. This is the story of how one man's spotlight lit the path for so many others, and how we carry his legacy today. Listen to Starring Desi Arnaz and Wilmer Valderrama as part of the My Cultura Podcast Network, available on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Right in the middle of your first date follow-up, if you're just joining us, Dominic is on the phone and he's getting ghosted by Crystal. So in a second, we're going to call her, see if she'll tell us why she's ghosting him and maybe get him a second date. But first, Dominic, why don't you run down your date for us again real quick?
Yeah, really great. This girl is high class. It felt like we had this nice little playful kind of, back and forth kind of thing. And I'm wondering if maybe I pushed it too far. I don't know, but I'm digging her and I'm hoping for a second date.
Well, you were flirting with another woman on the date that may not have been part of this cat and mouse routine that you guys had.
Right, but I was only flirting with her because I wanted Crystal. That was part of it, But yeah, I see what you're. Yeah.
Okay. All right, are you ready for us to call her?
Yeah.
All right, here we go.
Hello, this is Crystal.
Hi, Crystal. How are you? This is a radio show. It's called The Jubal Show.
Hi, Crystal. I'm Nina.
Hi, I'm Victoria.
And my name's Jubal. What's going on?
Whoa. Wait, what?
It sounds like you're at work or something. Sorry to interrupt that. But hey, have you ever listened to The Jubal Show before?
I have not heard it. I'm so sorry.
No worries. Check it out sometime if you want. But we're calling you today because somebody who does listen to the show actually sent us an email about you.
Interesting.
We do a segment that's called the First Date Follow-Up. That's where if you go out on a date with somebody and then you end up ghosting them, that person can email us to get you on the phone and ask why you're ghosting. So we got an email about you from somebody that you're ghosting.
Okay, so one of the radio shows. Okay, you've got to be kidding me with this.
Are you ghosting somebody?
Probably.
Is his name Dominic?
Oh, really?
Yeah, Dominic emailed us, told us about your date, said he really liked you, and it's been about 10 days and you haven't heard from you, so he's wondering if you wouldn't mind telling us why you're ghosting him.
I'm ghosting him because at the end of the night, he started treating me like a dog, and I don't mean that he was rude. I mean, he literally made everything transactional.
Okay, what do you mean?
Like, he told me that if I helped with the dishes one day, he'd buy me a handbag. And if I kept him company in the bedroom, that maybe I'd earn some jewelry. I'm not a golden retriever or like a trophy, whatever. I'm not earning treats.
That's uncomfortable.
Honestly, it feels like Pretty Woman almost. Like, you're baiting me with things. That's not my vibe. I'm not trying to like win prizes. I'm the prize. So.
Okay. Well, thank you for telling us why you're ghosting him. Crystal, I do have to let you know that Dominic is actually on the phone listening and wants to talk to you.
Oh, no. Okay. Hey, Dominic.
Yeah. Okay. First off, pump the brakes. Okay. Just hold on. This is playful. Okay. This is like joke. Playful. Flirty rewards. You know, it's not like, you know, like stores for handbags.
You know, Dominic, this isn't Baskin Robbins. You basically offered me a loyalty punch card, 5 kisses for 1 diamond bracelet. Like, do you hear how insane that is?
Ayo.
I might do
that. But the whole thing that, you know, that like this was me being like serious about you, like investing in you.
Investing? I'm not a stock portfolio. I just want a dessert, not a down payment on my affection or anything, but thank you.
You got 2 desserts, okay? That should show how much, you know, I'm into you. And besides, you know, wait, Crystal, you said that you liked that I was playful and generous. You said you wanted a man that could keep you on your toes. You said that to me.
I did. You're right, Dominic. Playful and generous is what I said, but not puppy training camp with a side of Prada bag. You know, there's a difference between keeping me on my toes and putting me on a harness and a leash and putting me in the backyard.
If it's a Prada.
Do you know how many women would beg me to put them?
I heard Prada and I was like, I'm down too.
Jubal wants to be on your leash.
They get it. They totally get it.
They get it. Yeah, they get it. That's ridiculous. Dominic, I really appreciate it. I do have a meeting I have to get to shortly. So are we done with this?
Well, not quite yet. Crystal, would you like to go on another date with Dominic? We'll pay for it.
You'll pay for it? No. That's fun, but no.
She's triggered.
Fetch the bone girl or whatever trying to do.
All right, look, I'm just saying, I could get you some sweet new shoes if you want to do another date. You know?
Didn't we just talk about this?
We did.
I can get my own shoes. I appreciate it, but like, no, it's all good. Thank you so much. Dominic, good luck with everything. I hope you find the girl that's going to be your Gucci goddess who will do whatever little favors you need for their bags or whatever.
You're weird. I said it. All right.
Oh
no! Here's the thing. Like, you know, there's tons of girls out there who would still get on this system, and I know this, Crystal. I know that you are going to miss this punch card system. You're going to, in a week, you're going to be calling me. I dare mark my words. You're going to be calling me in a week. I guarantee it.
All right. Well, cool. This was productive. Yeah, I'll talk to you next week. Thank you.
She's gone, Dominic. She went to her meeting, I think. I'm sorry, man. No other date.
Yeah.
What a Weirdo, am I right?
Today for a first date follow-up, and he's getting ghosted by a woman named Keisha. So in a few minutes, we're going to call her and see if she'll tell us why she's ghosting him and maybe get him another date. But first, Dominic, how long has it been since you heard from Keisha?
Honestly, man, it's been about 2 weeks.
You tried to hit her up?
Yeah, I've called, I've texted, like not like trying to look desperate, but you know, just a few, hey, want to go hang out? You want to meet up? Never messaged me back, never called back. I don't really get why.
Well, let's talk about it. So you really liked her then, huh?
Yeah, I mean, I felt like we really connected. I felt like we had so much just in common, and I had such a great time. I really thought she wanted to meet up again and just disappeared.
So what did you guys do on your date? How did you meet her?
I mean, we met, you know, on the dating apps, and honestly, like, I saw her profile, and she's just so gorgeous. I needed to message her, and I was so lucky she messaged back. And we really just bonded over, like, Marvel movies and a little bit bonding over food. We both really like pasta, like Italian food, stuff like that. And I thought, you know, hey, this is going really well. So we managed to go out, and it was just really great.
Okay, well, what was so great about it?
Well, I kind of gave her, I wanted to make it like special, you know, kind of like, hey, we're having that first date. Let's make it memorable. Hopefully this will lead to a lot more. So I made it a bit of a sensory experience. I put a blindfold on her. I walked her into the restaurant.
Wait. So hold on real quick. So you went on the date and you started it by putting a blindfold on her?
I can see where you might be going, oh, no, that sounds like a red flag. But I put it on her as we got to the rest. She knew where we were. Not where we were going, but like where we were. She didn't think she was going into a warehouse district and going, oh, hey.
Okay, so what was she doing while she was blindfolded? So she's showing up?
Yeah. I just walked her into the restaurant. I kind of put like the Avengers theme on, so kind of a surprise.
That's fun.
Now you think it's fun?
Yeah, now that the event. Look, anybody blindfolds me and puts the Avengers theme on, I'm down. But no, that sounds fun.
Jeez, they're all worried about the blindfold, but all of a sudden this guy is like walking around with the Avengers theme song blasting, and that's normal.
Songs like Kid Picture Captain America in my head were great.
So Avengers theme song.
And it was, you know, a really nice Italian place that I figured we both liked. Well, I'd been there, so I knew I'd like it. But, you know, we bonded over the Italian food. So I was like, let me bring her here, let her kind of smell, you know, the aromas, all the things, the garlic and the Italian place, and just kind of come in and be like, oh, this is going to be good. And she seemed to really like it. It really paid off. You know, we had a really great meal. And, you know, and then we went back for a little nightcap and dessert.
When you say nightcap and dessert, are we talking like actual nightcap and dessert, or are we talking other stuff?
Dessert.
Both happened.
Both? Oh, okay.
It's a solid night.
Yeah. And then how were things when you said goodbye?
Like, we talked about it before, you know, we dozed off, you know, let's meet up again. And I kind of had to go in the morning, like, but, you know, we had talked about everything, and she knew I was going to call. After that, I don't think it was just that I kind of, like, she knew I was going to leave before she woke up.
Right. So. Did anything else weird happen on the date aside from the blindfolding that could have been a reason why she decided not to call you back?
I mean, she wanted to know generally how many people I've been with.
She asked you that in bed?
Yeah, you know, kind of just that afterglow of, hey, this is fun. How many people have you been with? Kind of, I think she just meant it more playfully, and I just was there and ended up saying the truth, which she was thinking single or double digits, and it was triple digits.
Well, I could see that being a reason. All right, well, we'll try to figure it out for you. We'll play a song, come back, call her, and then see if she'll tell us why she's ghosting you and maybe get you another date, okay?
All right, man. Thanks, guys.
Yeah, we'll play a song, come back, get your first date follow-up next.
On the latest episode of Next Question with me, Katie Couric, I sat down with Bernie Sanders, who is 84 years old, has spent 34 years in Congress, and he can still pack a rally with people a quarter of his age.
Denver, 34,000 people come out. Salt Lake City, 20,000 people. Huge turnouts. People are really dissatisfied about the status quo.
His Fighting Oligarchy tour with AOC and other young progressives has become a movement. But is his message too far to the left? Well, he certainly doesn't think so.
Does that sound like a radical idea, Katie? Is that too far left for you?
Okay, wait. I get your point, Bernie. We talk about the billionaire class, the cost of living, and of course, the government shutdown, not to mention the current state of the Democratic Party.
To me, the failure of the Democratic Party has been an unwillingness to recognize the real issues.
Open your free iHeartRadio app, search Next Question with Katie Couric, and listen now.
Right in the middle of your first date follow-up, if you're just joining us, Dominic is on the phone and he's getting ghosted by Keisha. So we're about to call her and see if she'll tell us why she's ghosting him and maybe get him another date. But first, Dominic, why don't you refresh our memory on your situation?
Hey guys, well, we had a really great date. I blindfolded her, brought her to Italian food, played Avengers music. We went back to her place, had a really great night, and then I maybe freaked her out by telling her I slept with hundreds of people.
It's a good breakdown.
That could do it.
All right. You ready for us to call her?
As ready as I'll ever be.
All right, here we go.
Hello.
Hi, may I speak to Keisha, please?
This is Keisha. May I ask who's calling?
Yes, you can. My name is Jubal. I'm calling from a radio show. It's called The Jubal Show.
Hi, Keisha. I'm Nina, also on The Jubal Show.
Hi, and I'm Victoria.
How are you?
I'm fine. This is a little unexpected. Is this a joke right now? I'm sorry to be rude about that, but
No.
is this real?
Yes, this is real. We do a segment on the show. It's called the First Date Follow-Up. It's where if you go out on a date with somebody and then you end up ghosting them, that person can email us and then we call you and ask why you're ghosting them. So we got an email about you.
Oh, great.
It's from Dominic.
Yeah, unfortunately, I figured. I have been ghosting him. That is 100% true. But I have a good reason to ghost him.
Okay.
Very good reason. The last date we had was so weird. It felt like the entire date, I felt like I was a main character in a TV show.
So we talked to him and he told us how he blindfolded you and gave you a sensory experience. Is that what you're talking about?
And the Avengers theme song was playing?
But you know what? It goes beyond that. He also he sang me a lullaby, super cringe. And the date, like,
he sang you a lullaby?
Yeah, he sang me a lullaby. It was creepy. It was so creepy.
Well, he did tell us that he ended up spending the night there.
Yeah, he didn't tell us about singing you a lullaby, though.
Mm-mm.
So, I mean, we're laying there, we had enough time and, he asked if, I was ready for bed, which I said, yeah, sure. And, of course, we're doing like the spooning. He puts his arm over me and holds me tight. But then he starts to slowly and very quietly sing Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star in my ear. Yeah.
Okay. And you didn't dig that?
Not even in the slightest. It was so unnerving. Like, I don't know who thought that was a good idea, but it was like, I kind of felt like this guy I was with was like, I don't even know how to explain it, but I was worried he was going to start busting out Old MacDonald Had a Farm because it was just being a little childish and it was really uncomfortable, especially right after, the night we had together. And, at the same time, I did think it was kind of funny, but then I realized I don't think he was joking. It was like a very intense moment.
You didn't think that was romantic?
Keisha, that's Dominic. He's actually on the phone listening and wants to talk to you.
Yeah.
Listen, no,
that was what freaked you out? Just, I sang you a little lullaby. Thought it was, cute. It's something I thought would be like a little thing. We did.
Yeah. I'm not even sure how to respond to that, but you're a grown man and you were trying to like put me to sleep by, singing a lullaby. No disrespect, but if you want me to sleep, I feel like there's other activities you could have done, to do that. But sure, go straight to doing a lullaby, I guess. I just don't understand why you
do
thought
a
that
lullaby.
was...
We did the other things first.
Yeah, and then you ended it with a lullaby. Do you genuinely not see how that might be cringe for a lot of people?
No, I mean, I've had, other people that really thought it was cute and thought it was just a nice thing to do.
You treated me like I was a child.
Well, it's not like I tucked you in and gave you warm milk.
I don't think I would have hated that either. I don't know. I don't understand the problem. So, was it his singing, Keisha, that was so bad about the lullaby, or just the fact that it happened?
It was a bit of both. Again, when he finished, singing Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star, I immediately was bracing myself for Old MacDonald Had a Farm or something. And I'm automatically thinking if he starts to make the barnyard noises, I'm going to lose it. And not in a mean way, but I won't be able to stop laughing at it. And I was worried about that.
Oh, that's funny. I love that that's the image that came to your mind.
Now I feel like I should have done that because at least, it, would have gotten a laugh. Maybe that would have been better.
I'm not really sure if you want someone, laying next to you laughing, but, especially when you're in bed together intimately. But if that's how you walked away from that experience, I guess I get it, but I still think it's really icky.
Also be scary.
What part?
You'd be scared about that, Victoria?
Of what part?
Lullaby.
Why is it scary?
Because it's also you're in bed and then twinkle, twinkle, little star.
Yeah, I would think that's cute.
I would be like, are you okay?
I mean, yeah, if you sing it like that, it's scary. I wasn't sitting in the corner of the room with my eyes glowing, going, twinkle, twinkle. And I was sitting next to you trying to sing it kind of cute,
I mean, I think it's a solid effort, even if you didn't like it, Keisha. Would you like to go on another date with Dominic? We'll pay for it.
I'm going to pass on the date. I appreciate the effort, Dominic. I really do. And I don't regret us being together, but I really just don't see a future. And I don't really see us moving forward together.
I mean, I could not sing lullabies. I'm cool with that.
What if he doesn't sing lullabies?
I don't think you should give that up, Dominic.
Again, I understand. It's just at the end of the day, I found it so funny that I actually was worried you were going to get upset with me. And, I cannot move past this. I'm so sorry. I really can't.
I mean, I guess if that's how you feel, at least you told me.
Well, you know what? I didn't really think that, I would have to explain to a grown man why, singing a lullaby to a grown woman would be creepy. But it's just, it's the radio for that whole thing to happen and come to light.
That's fine. Some people like romance. Some people don't. That's okay.
Oh, my God.
The radio people seem to really like it. You guys like the Avengers?
I mean, I do, yes.
Hey, for a first date follow-up, and she's getting ghosted from a date she went on with a woman named Carolina. So we're going to see if we can help figure it out for her and maybe get her another date if she still wants one in a second. But first, Drea, how long has it been since you heard from Carolina?
It's been about a week now that I haven't heard from her.
Okay.
And yeah, so I'm just really confused because first, we met at work, and we've kind of been flirting, back and forth, just kind of office romance, I guess.
That's fun.
And
until it isn't.
Yeah, exactly. But she's really pretty. She has a great sense of humor, and we've actually been having coffee in the office break room and stuff, and kind of getting to know each other. So we kind of knew each other before going into the date. And so I finally got up the nerve to ask her out, and I've been wanting to play pickleball because I've heard there's so much hype around it, and I thought it would be fun.
Is that what you did for your date?
Yeah, we played a couple of rounds of pickleball, and then we had some drinks afterwards at the bar.
Okay.
And I mean, as far as I'm concerned, the date was great. The conversation was wonderful. Like I said, she has a great personality. She's funny. She has wonderful sense of humor. And we even shared a little kiss.
Oh.
But, yeah, the next day I was excited to get to work and see her, and she wasn't there. So I texted her because I was like, oh no, I just wanted to make sure she was okay. Maybe she was sick. I wanted to check in on her, and she didn't answer me back. And so she hasn't been at work all week.
She get fired?
I don't know. I haven't heard anything, so I don't think so. But I've been reaching out to her, and I'm actually like kind of worried because like I don't know if something happened or if she's really sick or if maybe I just don't know. I thought we had a great date. I think now I'm just worried I did something.
Do they have like a policy about dating other coworkers at your office?
Only if you're like you can't. Like supervisors can't date hourly employees and things like that. But if you're both hourly, then you can date.
Okay, then it's a free for all. Yeah. All you guys are just dating each other. I love it.
Does she usually show up to work every day? Like, is she the type of person that just calls out sick randomly sometimes, or?
No, she's actually pretty good with attendance. So, which is why I'm so worried that she's missed so much.
Did anything weird happen on the date? Like, was there a moment where you felt like, I don't know?
Not on my end. I thought everything went great. Like when we parted on great terms. And, we even said, we were kind of even like, hey, see you at work. Ha ha ha. Like, see you around the office. And just kind of made a little joke out of it. But
I'd be worried too.
Yeah. Have you asked around about her?
I asked a couple of people, but nobody really, everybody just kind of says they haven't heard from her either.
Especially a week, I feel like is a good amount of time to not be in the office.
Right. Like, do you know where she lives? You should do a drive-by. Or, just
maybe
see
not.
if she's there and stuff. I don't know. It's an idea.
I did call her from a blocked number to see if she would answer. And she did answer, but I got a little nervous and just hung up.
Oh, no.
Okay, so you know that she's answering her phone at least.
Okay. Well, good. She's alive.
Yeah.
Yeah, she is alive, so that's good.
Okay.
Now it's more so I'm worried that she's just avoiding me.
Okay. Well, we'll see if we can figure it out. We'll play a song, come back, and then we'll call her and see if she'll tell us why she's ghosting you and maybe get you another date if you still want one, okay?
Yeah, great. Thanks, guys.
All right, we'll play a song, come back, get your first date follow-up next.
On the latest episode of Next Question with me, Katie Couric, I sat down with Bernie Sanders, who is 84 years old, has spent 34 years in Congress, and he can still pack a rally with people a quarter of his age.
Denver, 34,000 people come out. Salt Lake City, 20,000 people out. Huge turnouts. People are really dissatisfied about the status quo.
His Fighting Oligarchy tour with AOC and other young progressives has become a movement. But is his message too far to the left? Well, he certainly doesn't think so.
Does that sound like a radical idea, Katie? Is that too far left for you?
Okay, wait. I get your point, Bernie. We talk about the billionaire class, the cost of living, and of course, the government shutdown, not to mention the current state of the Democratic Party.
To me, the failure of the Democratic Party has been an unwillingness to recognize the real issues.
Open your free iHeartRadio app, search Next Question with Katie Couric, and listen now.
On the podcast Health Stuff, we are tackling all the health questions that keep you up at night.
Yes, I'm Dr. Priyanka Wali, a double board certified physician.
And I'm Hari Kondabolu, a comedian and someone who once Googled, "Do I have scurvy?" at 3 a.m.
On Health Stuff, we're talking about health in a different way.
It's not only about what we can do to improve our health,
but also what our health says about us and the way we're living.
Like our episode where we look at diabetes.
In the United States, 50% of Americans are pre-diabetic.
How preventable is type 2?
Extremely. Or our in-depth analysis of how incredible mangoes are.
Oh, it's hard to explain to the rest of the world that your mangoes are fine because mangoes are incredible, but you don't even know.
You don't know. You don't know. It's going to be a fun ride, so tune in.
Listen to Health Stuff on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
She said, Johnny, the kids didn't come home last night.
Along the central Texas plains, teens are dying. Suicides that don't make sense. Strange accidents and brutal murders. In what seems to be a plot ripped straight out of Breaking Bad.
Drugs, alcohol, trafficking of people.
There are people out there that absolutely know what happened.
Listen to Paper Ghosts, the Texas Teen Murders, on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
First date follow-up. Powered by the Advocates Injury Attorneys. Online at advocateslaw.com.
Drea is on the phone today for a first date follow-up, and she's getting ghosted by a date she went on with a coworker named Carolina and doesn't know why. So we're about to call Carolina and see if she'll tell us why she's ghosting and maybe get Drea another date if she still wants one. But first, Drea, why don't you catch everybody up on your date with Carolina?
Yeah, Caroline and I met at work. We've been kind of flirting back and forth, and I finally got the nerve to ask her out. We played pickleball, we had drinks, great conversation, and even a little kiss at the end. So I'm just wondering why she's not returning my texts or calls.
And she hasn't been to work for a week.
Yeah, that's the alarming part.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, that's where I'm worried. Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to call her.
Hello?
Hi, may I speak to Carolina, please?
Yes, this is Carolina.
Carolina, how are you? My name is Jubal, and I host a radio show, and it's called The Jubal Show.
Hi, Carolina. The show's here, too. My name's Nina.
Hi, and I'm Victoria.
There's 3 of us on the phone with you right now.
Hi.
Okay, sorry. 3 of you? Okay, what's going on?
We do a segment on our show. It's called the First Date Follow-Up. That's where if you go out on a date with somebody and end up ghosting them, that person can email us to get you on the phone and ask why you're ghosting them. So we got an email about you from somebody that you dated recently.
Okay.
Any idea who it would be?
Was it Drea?
Yes, it was. Drea wants to know why you're ghosting her and why you haven't been to work.
Okay, so I'll tell you about that. Okay, cool.
I mean, if you don't mind.
Sure, if you're going to ask me about it.
Okay, yeah, that'd be great.
Sorry.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, okay. But you know what? Well, fine. So I'm ghosting Drea. You can tell her this because, as we were leaving our date, something just didn't really sit right with me. It was a comment that she made. She's kind of like, oh, it's going to be amazing when my ex hears about this. She's going to lose her And I just kind of looked at it like, oh, so is this some sort of competition? Like, to me, that's like, listen, I'm getting older. I don't want to be a pawn in anyone's game. So I was hurt by that. I thought it was really uncalled for. And from there on out, I was really uninterested.
She was saying that going out with you was going to make her ex angry?
Yeah, like basically like getting back at her, like happiness is the best revenge. Like that's what I took from it with her saying that. So I ended up actually, I haven't been around her because I called out of work the next day. First and foremost, I did not want to see Drea, but then it turns out the universe works in mysterious ways, and I really did come down with something. So I've actually been pretty sick this past week or so. But at the same time, like, yeah, I'm getting better, but I just have no interest in being used to make someone jealous. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
that's
I
legit.
get that. I'm glad you're feeling better.
Like, she seems like a cool girl. But I got to protect my heart. I don't want to set myself up for something and be disappointed, get hurt. So we worked together, which makes it super awkward. I just think it's probably best if we can just avoid each other at work. I don't know how I'm going to go about that once I do return to the office, but I'm going to have to figure that out.
You think that she didn't really like you that much? She just wanted to make her ex jealous?
Well, that's the thing. Like, I didn't see that coming, that she gave me no signs of that. It was, again, just at the very end of the date she said that. So that was when I felt let down because I thought everything went well. I thought we had really good chemistry and everything. It's just tough to find. So, yeah, it was a letdown for sure. But now I just have trying to be smart about this whole thing,
I mean, I get that. Protecting yourself is one thing. But did you ever think about calling her out and having a conversation about it maybe?
It was just the one date. So I kind of feel like, I don't know, maybe I don't hope I'm not being cowardly, but I just kind of want to let it go. And I really am being a ghoster here, aren't I? But sometimes, like, it's better than to just get into long, drawn-out conversations. I don't know what she'll say if I mention that comment that she made. I don't know if it'll backfire.
Well, let's see. Because she's actually on the phone, and she's been listening this whole time, and she wants to talk to you.
Oh, my God. So, Drea, you're there right now?
Yeah, I'm here. Sorry. Sorry, it just got kind of like I just got really anxious all of a sudden. First of all, I am so sorry. Like, let me apologize for making that comment.
Obviously, you don't know a lot about my past, and it didn't come from a place of, oh, haha, you're going to be how I get back at my ex and everything like that. Actually, I had an amazing time with you, but my ex was kind of one of those who was kind of abusive and always made me feel small and like I wasn't good enough for anybody. And you're just all of a sudden this amazing, beautiful person who showed up. And it was just one of those things where it was more of like a happy, like, oh my God, wait till my ex sees this because haha, I finally like might actually be happy for once. And it wasn't to be petty or to use you as a pawn in a game or anything like that. It was just more of like wow, I finally met somebody like really nice and that I like and might like me back. So I am so sorry for that comment if it hurt you.
Okay. I would say right now, like, I do appreciate the apology for sure. And, didn't think that's where you'd be coming from. Not really sure if I'm interested in taking this any further. For me, the biggest reason why is just kind of like the whole ex talk. I feel like this is a lot of talk about your ex. And like, I don't even like bringing up like past girlfriends or even guys I dated about nothing from the past, like early on. So I feel like this is a lot coming at me. Does that make sense?
You dated guys?
Yes, I date people for sure. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. You didn't tell me that, so I didn't know that. So
like I said, I don't mention, girl keeps her secrets for sure. So, that's kind of, I don't know. It's a lot.
Yeah, well, you're getting on to me about like my ex, but you didn't even tell me about your exes. So it's just kind of odd to me.
I wasn't really getting on to you about your ex. I think for me, it was just more about like, oh, that seems like some game playing there. So,
yeah, well, I guess like I just kind of like to be upfront about things. I don't really like to keep things from people, even though early on in a relationship, because when you're trying to get to know somebody, you're trying to get to know somebody.
Yeah, but like in time, for sure. That is exactly what I'm trying to say. Like, you just pretty much stated that there. I just think it takes time to get to know one another. I don't need to know everything up front.
I guess I'm just kind of different on that end. I kind of like to know.
I think we're different.
Carolina, would you like to go out with Drea again on another date? We'll pay for it.
I think I've just made myself pretty clear here. Again, I think she seems like a cool girl, but I just think, I'm not the one for her. I know it's early on, but I can tell. I can definitely tell we're just not a match, but.
Yeah, no, that's fine. I mean, I would still like to be friends because I think you're a really cool girl. But I mean, I'm not really interested either because, like you want to hide things from me. So,
well, hopefully, work friends. We'll leave it at that.
Yeah.
All right. Well, see you at work, Carolina.
Yeah, have a good first day back after being sick.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate it.
Jubal's first date follow-up.
Drew is on the phone today for a first date follow-up. He's getting ghosted by a woman named Jess. And we're going to see if we can help him out. What's up, Drew? How are you?
Hey, guys. Thanks for taking my call. I appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem, man.
Yeah, so I went on this first date with this girl, Jess. I met her recently, and we went out, and, she told me she was into basketball. I'm into basketball, so, I wasn't going to take her to the court on the first date. That seems a little much. Well, what I did is I took her to an arcade that had, they had the basketball hoops there that you can just, shoot.
Pop a shot? That's fun.
I love that.
We played that. We played a bunch of other games, air hockey and stuff like that. Ended up making out by the motorcycle gang. It was pretty cool.
Oh, sweet. What happened?
Well, everything was good. We ended the night with a few beers and, some appetizers, some wings and stuff like that. And end of the night, I took her home. I walked her to her door. We kissed a little bit more, and I thought we had a great night. She said she had a great night. I knew we had a great night. And so I was expecting a second date to come around, but now, yeah, she's not returning my calls or my text messages or anything like that. I don't know. It's been over a week, and I figured, did I do something wrong? I thought we were having a great time, and now I feel like I'm getting ghosted here.
Is there anything that could have happened during the date? Are you super competitive?
I mean, I was just joking around and, screaming airball every time she would throw it, but not every time. I mean, at one point, when I was paying the bill, she, I don't know, called me out for leaving a big tip. I don't I used to, serve and bartend when I was in college. So, when people take good care of me, I take good care of them.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. She dropped something like, I tip like 30%. And she's like, oh, you're just throwing away money. And though that line was kind of weird to me, kind of off. But I don't know if maybe she's a little conservative with her spendings. But I don't know. I take care of my own.
That wasn't a red flag to you?
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, no, I didn't really see it that way, at the moment. I mean, I just thought,
Okay.
she was maybe a little more conservative, but I didn't think any more than that.
We've heard people not get a call back when they've been a terrible tipper, but not for being a good tipper.
Like, it's one thing to be stingy and another thing to be over generous, and I feel like I'm right somewhere in the middle,
I hate to even jump to this conclusion, but the only other thing that ever crosses my mind when you hear about people that did make out on a date and not get a call back, it's like, was something there with the chemistry? Like, were you just not a good kisser? Oh. I know I've said that before, but
I've never gotten any complaints on my kissing style. I don't know, maybe I had bad breath or something. I don't know. I don't know. I have no idea.
So did she talk to you at all after your date?
No, that's the thing, is that, like, I haven't been in touch with her since that one date, and which is, like I said, so random and weird to me, because I thought we had something. I thought there was a spark. I thought there was chemistry.
How long has it been since you talked to her?
It's been like a week and a half, I guess. So, I mean, if something did come up in her life, I mean, I kind of feel like she'd have time to deal with it by now and at least return a text or something,
Yeah.
How many times have you reached out to her?
I don't know. I will text her in the morning, just, a little good morning text, no response. When I know she's at work, and I'm like, hope you're having a good day at work, no response. And then I'll call her, at night, see if everything's fine, go straight to voicemail.
Drew, you're not using past tense words. Are you still texting her that right now, like a week and a half later?
I mean, I've lightened up, but I'm still trying to reach it out,
Okay, good.
Have you been texting her every morning and calling her every night?
No, I'm not trying to be like a creeper like that, but it's kind of like, hey, thinking about you, kind of shooting it out there, balls in your court,
Right.
Unintended, because she's a baller.
Right.
Oh, okay.
Okay. All
That
right.
was a good one.
Well, we'll try to figure it out for you, man. We'll play a song, come back, and then call her and see if she'll tell us why she's ghosting you and get you another date if you still want one with your first date follow-up, okay?
Okay, thank you, guys.
All right. Play a song, come back. Get your first date follow-up next.
On the latest episode of Next Question with me, Katie Couric, I sat down with Bernie Sanders, who is 84 years old, has spent 34 years in Congress, and he can still pack a rally with people a quarter of his age.
Denver, 34,000 people come out. Salt Lake City, 20,000 people out. Huge turnouts. People are really dissatisfied about the status quo.
His Fighting Oligarchy tour with AOC and other young progressives has become a movement. But is his message too far to the left? Well, he certainly doesn't think so.
Does that sound like a radical idea, Katie? Is that too far left for you?
Okay, wait. I get your point, Bernie. We talk about the billionaire class, the cost of living, and of course, the government shutdown, not to mention the current state of the Democratic Party.
To me, the failure of the Democratic Party has been an unwillingness to recognize the real issues.
Open your free iHeartRadio app, search Next Question with Katie Couric, and listen now.
Jingle bells, jingle all the way.
Yo, can we get a Thanksgiving?
Jenna World. Jenna Jameson, Vivid Video, and The Valley is a new podcast about the history of the adult film industry. I'm Molly Lambert, host of Heidi World, The Heidi Fly Story, and I'll be your tour guide on a wild ride through adult films.
We get paid more than the men. We call the shots. In what way is that degrading? That's us taking hold of our life.
In the 1990s, actress Jenna Jameson crossed over into mainstream culture, redefined stardom, then left it all behind.
I'm a powerful woman. I think that's intimidating to a man.
With a cast of hundreds of actors and comedians playing key figures, we'll take a look at how adult films became legal in the 70s, hugely profitable in the 80s and 90s, and fell off a financial cliff in the 2000s. Listen to Jenna World on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
First Date Follow-Up. Powered by the Advocates Injury Attorneys. Online at advocateslaw.com.
Right in the middle of your first date follow-up. If you're just joining us, Drew is on the phone. And Drew might not be getting a call back because he's a good tipper. I don't think that's the reason, Drew, but we're about to call the woman that Drew went on a date with named Jess and see why she's ghosting him and see if we can get him another date in just a second. But first, Drew, refresh everybody's memory about your date with Jess.
Well, I took her out to a little arcade. We played a little hoops there. We had a great time. Had some beers and food. Did a little makeout sesh. Thought we had a great time, and now I'm being ghosted.
About to call her right now. Anything else you want to say before we do that, Drew?
I hope she has a good answer, I guess.
Oh, I hope so too for you, Drew.
All right, I'm gonna call her right now. Here we go.
Hello,
Hi, may I speak to Jess, please?
this is she.
Jess, how are you? This is my name is Jubal from a radio show called The Jubal Show.
Hi, Jess.
I know your show. Hi, guys.
Oh, hey.
Why are you calling me? Oh, my God.
Well, I love this enthusiasm, Jess. My name's Nina. I'm the new one.
Jess, thank you for listening to the show. Appreciate that.
Yeah, I'm so nervous. Why are you calling me?
I mean, you know the options. It could be a first date follow-up. Are you in a relationship and cheating on someone, or think that they might be cheating on you?
No, but I did go on a date.
So it is a first date follow-up, yes. You went on a date with somebody recently, and now you're ghosting them.
I'm ghosting him. His name is Drew.
Yeah. His name is Drew. We talked to Drew.
Yeah, he's a nice guy. He's a really nice guy. We went on a date. I had a really good time. I truly did. I really, really did. And he's a really nice guy. But, I could date him. But right now I'm at the point where, I only want to date someone who's going to be the husband. And as nice as he was and as much fun as I had, I don't see him as the husband. And I don't want to, be dating if it's not going to be the long-term one.
But so what about him makes you feel like he's not the one? Because if he's so great, you went on one date, you obviously were attracted to him enough. We heard you guys made out and stuff.
Yeah, but you have friends that you love to death and they're wonderful, but you would never marry them,
Sure.
So he's one of those. He was a good kisser and all, but it didn't take me, I don't know, it didn't hit me spiritually the place that I needed to.
So he kissed you like a date and not a husband.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, well, a lot of people are good kissers. I mean, don't get me wrong. He was a really nice guy, but he's not the one for me. I could introduce him to somebody because he's a really nice guy, but he's not the one for me.
So, Jess, are you going on a lot of these first dates and just, having a great time and figuring out that they're not the one?
Yeah. I mean, isn't that the formula?
Yes. I guess it is.
I mean, I could waste his time, his money. I mean, he was a great tipper, too. He's a nice guy and everything. Well, actually, that's another thing. I mean, he, totally over-tipped, 30%. And I'm looking for somebody who knows how to manage their money, a husband that's not going to, be spending all the money out, when he's away from me. I mean, that's a red flag.
So you want a husband who's going to tip like a standard 18 to 20%?
No, according to what's, but I mean, 30%. I mean, it wasn't the service wasn't that amazing. Jesus.
She's like, tip well, just not too well.
Yeah. Well, Jess, thank you for your honesty. Thank you for listening.
Yeah, well, thank you for calling me.
Yeah, no
I
problem.
love your show.
Jess, are you forgetting something about the first date follow-ups, though?
Oh, God. No, I don't want another date. I remember.
Not that part.
I remember.
That part's coming up.
That part.
There's another part, though.
Oh, God. Drew, are you on the phone?
Yes. Drew's on the phone.
Oh, no. I forgot. That's part of it. Oh, my goodness. I know. When I'm listening to the show, I'm always like, I hope they don't hear that. Oh, God, I forgot. Well, it was nice knowing you, Drew. I hope you find a wonderful person.
Just right away.
I mean, at least we're being honest now.
Yeah, that was quick, though.
Straight to the point.
Yeah, I say. Wrote me off real quick there, huh?
No, you deserve somebody else. You deserve somebody else. I'm not the one for you. You could tell from the phone call. I'm not the one.
Yeah, I'm starting to pick that up now.
Very perceptive.
How do you feel about just not feeling like you're a husband?
Like, I could be hubby material. I am totally hubby
Yes.
material. Like,
Not for me, but you could.
Well, we had a good time. Was it because I gave too much money to the server, or I mean?
Oh Lord, have mercy. That was something, but come on, guys, 30%. I mean, we have,
I'm totally husband material, though. I mean, you just got to get to know me. I'm a nurturer. I'm caring. I'm funny. I'm a good cook. I'll let you beat me in basketball.
How are you at DIY projects, Drew?
Everything I own is from IKEA, so I'm pretty good at it.
You guys think I was too quick, too rash? You think maybe I should give him a break?
Well, I think we were kind of leaning in that direction, Jess.
Yeah, I mean, I think it'd be very hard to tell if somebody is potential long-term boyfriend material or husband material after one date. I'm more interested that it was IKEA that got you to kind of turn around. You're like, oh, hello.
I mean, I thought we had a good first impression, but if I have to throw in a second impression in there, I'll be more than happy to.
I mean, you guys, a date to IKEA is a move.
I don't know. Maybe we could go to IKEA together and I'll see.
I personally, as a dude, I feel like Drew hearing that from you and still trying to convince you to go out with him is husband material, because I know for me, especially when I was single and I didn't want to get married at all, I'm married now, but that took a long time to get there. And if I was out with someone and I heard them say that, or I went out with someone and I heard them say that, I'd be like, well, cool. I'm not your material. Definitely not. Because I didn't want to get married,
Okay, Jubal, as a dude, I heard your response, but can I hear Victoria's response?
I don't think a second date would be a bad thing.
I agree.
Okay, well, what if I'm willing to do one more? Or we give it one more try? Should we give it one more try?
Jess, would you like to go out on another date with Drew? We'll pay for it.
Okay, that settles it. Let's go, Drew.
All right. Sweet.
But this time, Jess, you can't ghost him. You just have to straight up say, I still don't think you're my husband.
We can go. We'll have a great time, but I won't marry you. I still don't think you're my husband.
We can work on it little by little, baby steps.
Stay tuned, everybody.
Yeah. Check in with us and let us know, Jess. Congratulations, Drew. You got another date, man.
Awesome. Thank you, guys. That worked out well.
Jacob is on the phone today for a first date follow-up, and he's getting ghosted by Ava. So in a few minutes, we're going to call her and see if she'll tell us why she's ghosting him and maybe get him another date. But first, Jacob, how long has it been since you heard from Ava?
Oh, man. It's been at least a couple weeks.
Okay, have you tried to reach out to her during that time? Because it's kind of a while, right?
Yeah, I tried to play it cool. In fact, I think last text I sent her, I was like, we met at a coffee shop, and so last thing I told her was like, hey, I'll see you I'll see you back at our spot. And then she didn't respond. So I'm pretty sure she's ghosting me. I haven't called because I felt like that was a step too far, but I'm running out of options.
So did y'all actually have a first date? Like, was it at the coffee shop, or did y'all just like randomly meet at the coffee shop?
Yeah. So there's actually like this coffee shop kind of just in the neighborhood. It's not too far. And I go there all the time. And that's actually the first place where I met her, because I ended up seeing her like 3 times in 1 week. So this one day we kind of started doing a little small talk, and then we actually were like, well, hey, let's meet here on purpose next time. So that was like maybe our first date, but it wasn't really like a full date. It was more like a little casual thing.
Okay. And then did you guys do something after that?
Yeah, we actually did. We really were enjoying the conversation with each other. So I invited her to like come to my house because we both like reality TV shows. So I was like, oh, well, I've never seen Love is Blind. She hadn't seen it either. So let's go to my house, grab some popcorn and some snacks, and we can just binge the whole show together. She was a little hesitant on the going to my house thing. So I'm hoping that's not what pushed her away. But it did take a little convincing, but she did actually come over.
I was going to say, okay. Bold move for a first date to invite somebody to your house. Okay, I like the confidence.
And how'd that go?
And normally, so it actually ended up going really well, because when she came over, I had all her favorite snacks. I was ready to go. I was like, I know she loves popcorn, so I had popcorn. She likes Hershey's, so I had Hershey's. We just had a bunch of snacks. We could just sit and watch this show and we ended up having a lot of fun, you know, clowning on people and rooting for the people that we really thought were going to, you know, really find love. And we even drank a little wine too and got to know each other.
So was there like a connection with the two of you?
I felt like there was a connection. I mean, it was the best date I've ever had, hands down. And like, I'm really hoping that we can have more.
Okay. So what do you think could have gone wrong? Like, why would you be getting ghosted?
Oh, man. Okay. So I think we would take a break in between the different episodes. And it was between, I think, maybe episode 2 and 3. We just kind of took a little time to get to know each other, right? We just kind of talking and whatever. And halfway through that, I told her, I was like, this is the best date I've ever been on. And I'm really glad that I didn't have to spend a lot of money. Like,
wait, you told her that part too?
Yeah, see, that was the thing. I was really glad that I didn't have to break the bank for us to have a good time. And then she started to get all fidgety and kind of wanted to leave after that next episode. I was joking pretty much, but I'm hoping she doesn't think I'm cheap.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see if we can figure it out for you. We'll play a song, come back, and then call her and see if she'll tell us why she's ghosting you and maybe get you another date, okay?
Thanks.
Yeah. All right. Play a song, come back, get your first date follow-up next.
On the latest episode of Next Question with me, Katie Couric, I sat down with Bernie Sanders, who is 84 years old, has spent 34 years in Congress, and he can still pack a rally with people a quarter of his age.
Denver, 34,000 people come out. Salt Lake City, 20,000 people out. Huge turnouts. People are really dissatisfied about the status quo.
His Fighting Oligarchy tour with AOC and other young progressives has become a movement. But is his message too far to the left? Well, he certainly doesn't think so.
Does that sound like a radical idea, Katie? Is that too far left for you?
Okay, wait. I get your point, Bernie. We talk about the billionaire class, the cost of living, and of course, the government shutdown, not to mention the current state of the Democratic Party.
To me, the failure of the Democratic Party has been an unwillingness to recognize the real issues.
Open your free iHeartRadio app, search Next Question with Katie Couric, and listen now.
Right in the middle of your first date follow-up, if you're just joining us, Jacob is on the phone, and he's getting ghosted by Ava. It's been a couple weeks since he heard from her, and we're about to call her and ask her why she's ghosting him and see if we can get him another date. But before we do that, Jacob, why don't you catch us up on your situation?
Okay, so I met Ava at the coffee shop up the street. We both like reality TV, so she came over to my house so we could binge watch Love is Blind. But I told her I was real happy we had a date that wasn't expensive, and now I think she might think I'm cheap.
I'm just trying to think about how that would go. Oh, man, this is the best day ever. I'm so glad I didn't spend any money.
Yeah.
How special do you feel as the person that's on that date? No offense. I'm just trying to, you might be onto something.
Yeah, it might be the reason you're getting ghosted. Are you ready for us to call her?
I sure am.
All right, here we go.
Hello.
Hi, may I speak to Ava, please?
This is her.
Hi, Ava. How are you? My name is Jubal. I'm calling from a radio show. It's called The Jubal Show.
Hi, Ava. I'm Nina, also on the show.
Hi, and I'm Victoria.
Oh, wow.
How are you?
Oh, hi. I'm doing good.
You ever listen to the show before?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. We do a segment on the show called The First Date Follow-Up, where if you go out on a date with somebody and you end up ghosting them, they can email us to get you on the phone and ask why you're ghosting them. Do you know who would email us?
The only person that I've been on a date recently was this one guy, but that's probably it.
And what was his name?
Jacob.
Okay. Well, guess what?
Guess what?
Jacob emailed us and told us about your date. Says that you're ghosting him and he has no idea why. Would you mind telling us?
Oh, goodness. I have really bad luck when it comes to men. Our date was kind of cool. It was cute and stuff. I just have really bad luck when it comes to guys. So as soon as, I started liking him a little bit and we were watching some of the shows and
caught feelings a little bit. And, I just felt like it's probably easier for me to just stop talking to him.
What happened?
Everything was good. We were watching, I think it was called Love is Blind. And, so, it was nice and cute at first, but, they go to start talking about what they do and don't like in certain people. Now I'm looking at Jacob like, okay, what qualities I don't like about him now, but then I like him, but I don't really know where it's going.
Okay. Was there something specific that you didn't like about him?
There was like a situation to where he did invite me over to his house. It was the first date, which I went out on a limb to do. Everything was cute. Everything was, fun and stuff like that. He just started playing around a little bit too much. And I think that he just tries too hard. So it kind of was a turn off.
How so?
I'm not, I like touchy-feely and stuff like that, but I don't really like someone to, just jump your bone. I'm a 50-50 kiss type of person.
What does that mean?
Did he try to jump your bone?
Well, I think that when we were eating popcorn, I think he was trying to hide something from me with the bowl.
What?
Well,
yeah.
Good for you, Ava. Like, not in that way, but like he was
very happy.
Like,
it's kind of creepy.
Had that power.
It's creepy, but kind of a compliment.
I've had that power over men, but it was my first time over there, and we were just supposed to be watching TV.
Yeah.
And stuff like that. So then it's like, oh, you're like that right now, and you're hiding it with the bowl of popcorn that I'm sticking my hand in.
Oh, that is weird.
That's very weird.
Okay.
Like, did he like it?
I mean, I would assume so. Is that why I stood up? I don't know.
I mean, I just think like you're trying to get into popcorn, and it's just like that. That would be weird.
Huh, okay.
I don't know what to say with that situation. So
that's tough. I don't know either. Like, do you want, like, would you have wanted him to tell you, or is it?
Yeah, I mean, that as a guy, I don't know what I would do either. Just try to hide it like he did.
You can't always control it, right, Jubal?
No, sometimes it has a mind of its own,
Just
very happy.
I don't think he hit it really well, though.
I don't know.
No, he didn't.
It doesn't sound like it.
It was a pretty big situation going on.
Okay.
That could.
So that's why you're not calling him back?
Oh my gosh, Ava.
A little scared.
All right. Well, thank you for being honest. And Jacob is on the phone listening and wants to talk to you.
Oh, goodness.
Jacob?
Hey, Jacob.
Oh, man. I'm so sorry about that. Oh,
yeah,
my God.
it's okay.
I mean, look, I'm sorry. I was trying so hard. Well, that probably wasn't the best word.
I can tell, yeah.
I'm sorry, Jacob. This is awkward.
I didn't want to make things weird or awkward. That's why I was trying to, maybe make it not as obvious. And I probably made it way worse. I really, really like you, and I love having a conversation with you, your humor and all that.
I was asking you why the popcorn kept falling on the floor, and you were like, "Oh, I don't know." I didn't know what was going on down there. Then you didn't tell me what was going on, so it kind of freaked me out a little bit. So it was just like, okay, is he getting like that because we're watching these ladies on TV, or is it me?
No,
I don't know.
It's definitely the beautiful lady I had in my house. Look, I'm really sorry, and I hope that won't keep us from being able to go back out. I just really like you. Maybe I'll do something where we're not sitting down next time. So it's
like a FaceTime
for me to hide it.
Can you give him some advice, Jubal? Because I understand that this is awkward, but I don't know how Jacob comes back from this clearly. I mean, it's kind of a compliment to you, Ava, but it's also like, what happened? I don't know.
Yeah, it comes off a little lusty.
Tape?
What?
I'm not sure. Ava, would you like to go on another date with Jacob? We'll pay for it and give him another shot.
And the tape.
He doesn't sound like he's creepy. It just sounds like he really likes you.
Yeah, if he's able to double tape it down, I might be willing to go on a date with him again.
Oh my gosh.
Well, I'm heading to Staples.
All right, well, cool. Congratulations, Jacob. You got another date.
Oh, man.
Thank you, Ava.
Have fun, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Drew is on the phone today for a first date follow-up. He's getting ghosted by a woman named Mia. So we're about to call her, find out why she's ghosting him, and maybe get him another date if he wants one. Before we do all that, Drew, how long has it been since you heard from Mia?
Probably about 10 days now.
But who's counting? Okay, I'm sorry about the ghosting, but let's just get right into it. Can you tell us about your date and what happened?
Yeah. Well, I mean, what happened was we had what I thought was an amazing date. I took her to this barbecue place, also like a super fun country bar. You know, they got the mechanical bull. They had line dancing, bunch of great drink specials. Right off the bat, she and Mia was always saying, like, oh, I'm always up for an adventure. And she said she loves Luke Bryan. So, boom. Plus, not to brag too much, but they have dancing there. And I thought it would be a real good opportunity to show off my rhythm, you know, anywhere I can get and move.
How'd that go?
Well, I feel like you talking about the dancing or just the date in general? Because I feel like the dancing went really well.
Well, let's start there then.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I feel like we moved really well together. We had amazing chemistry on the dance floor, and it was so good that I thought our bodies would go real good together off the dance floor. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Also, she ate her food with her hands. Like, she wasn't afraid to get dirty. I thought that was the best. She was so fun. Yeah, she got dirty.
All right. So that's another good sign.
Oh, Drew, I'd say, what are you hoping to get out of this date? But no, I'm just kidding. Well, did she seem like she was into it? Was she like having a good time when the dancing was going on?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, for sure. I think like the only thing that I could maybe think of, like, so she was eating the ribs with her hands and I wasn't. I was using a fork and a knife, and like maybe I made her feel a little bad or something, but I don't think so, because she like teased me about it, you know, because I was being all proper and I was slumming it with her. But I don't know. I think, honestly, I really honestly think she was joking and just flirting, but maybe that's it. I really have no idea what else it could be.
How did the date end?
We both went our separate ways. We didn't get a chance to test any dance theories out, but that's okay, because I want to just make sure that we have a good start to everything. And, you know, as much as I talk a good game, I'm really out there to try to find someone and have something meaningful. So she took an Uber home, and I took a Uber back to my place because we didn't know we'd be drinking. And it was, I thought it was a really nice end of the night.
Did you guys text each other afterwards when you got home, or did the goodbye end before the Uber ride?
Yeah, no, well, I said, text me, make sure you get home okay. And she did that, and that was the last time I heard from her.
Going back to your food theory, it is kind of interesting how much pressure is put on matching your date and how they eat. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like if the person you're with is ordering a burger, like you don't want to make them feel weird, so you get a burger. If the person you were with eats their pizza with their hands, I'd be making fun of somebody who's eating ribs or a piece of pizza with their knife and fork too, but all in fun. So I don't know that would be a deal breaker, but maybe.
Did you maybe say something that turned her off at some point?
Maybe one of my jokes didn't land, but I wouldn't even be able to tell you what it was. I don't think I said anything. I don't know. We looked at each other's eyes a couple of times. You know, those like little moments where you're like, this is going good, you know?
Right.
And
other than maybe joking about her eating her food with her hands, you can't think of anything else?
No, I really can't. Like, I know, like, I'm trying to be honest with you guys too. Like I I'm sure everybody says, oh, I can't think of anything, but I really can't.
Did you guys kiss?
We did not.
Well, maybe she doesn't think you're into her.
Did you get a hug at least at the end?
Yeah, we hugged.
Okay.
We hugged. I got a little rib sauce on my shirt.
We'll see if we can figure it out for you. We'll play a song, come back, and then call her and see if she'll tell us why she's ghosting you, and then maybe get you another date if you still want one, with your first date follow-up next.
On the latest episode of Next Question with me, Katie Couric, I sat down with Bernie Sanders, who is 84 years old, has spent 34 years in Congress, and he can still pack a rally with people a quarter of his age.
Denver, 34,000 people come out. Salt Lake City, 20,000 people out. Huge turnouts. People are really dissatisfied about the status quo.
His Fighting Oligarchy tour with AOC and other young progressives has become a movement. But is his message too far to the left? Well, he certainly doesn't think so.
Does that sound like a radical idea, Katie? Is that too far left for you?
Okay, wait. I get your point, Bernie. We talk about the billionaire class, the cost of living, and of course, the government shutdown, not to mention the current state of the Democratic Party.
To me, the failure of the Democratic Party has been an unwillingness to recognize the real issues.
Open your free iHeartRadio app, search Next Question with Katie Couric, and listen now.
The Big Take podcast from Bloomberg News dives deep into one big global business story every weekday.
A shutdown means we don't get the data, but it also means for President Trump that there's no chance of bad news on the labor market.
What does a bacon, egg, and cheese sandwich reveal about the economy?
Our breakfast foods are consistent consumer staples, and so they sort of become outsized indicators of inflation.
What's behind Elon Musk's $1 trillion payout?
There's a sort of concerted effort to message that Musk is coming back. He's putting politics aside. He's left the White House.
And what can the PCE tell you that the CPI can't?
CPI tries to measure out-of-pocket costs that consumers are paying for things, whereas the PCE index that the Fed targets is a little bit broader of a measure.
Listen to The Big Take from Bloomberg News every weekday afternoon on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
She said, Johnny, the kids didn't come home last night.
Along the central Texas plains, teens are dying. Suicides that don't make sense. Strange accidents and brutal murders in what seems to be a plot ripped straight out of Breaking Bad.
Drugs, alcohol, trafficking of people.
There are people out there that absolutely know what happened.
Listen to Paper Ghosts, the Texas teen murders on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
First Date Follow-Up. Powered by the Advocates Injury Attorneys. Online at advocateslaw.com.
If you're just joining us for today's First Date Follow-Up, Drew is on the phone and he's getting ghosted by Mia and has no idea why. So we're about to call her. But before we do that, Drew, why don't you refresh everybody's memory about why you think you're getting ghosted by Mia?
Well, we had an awesome date. Took her to barbecue. It was a country bar. We danced really well together. And at the end of the night, we hugged. I got a little rib sauce on my shirt and I couldn't wait to see her again.
Oh,
okay. The rib sauce was from her hands. He didn't just dip his shirt in rib sauce and walk out. Although that would have been a move, you know?
Well, that may be why you're getting ghosted.
All right. I'm going to dial their phone number right now. You ready?
I'm ready.
All right. Here we go.
Hi, this is Mia.
Hey, Mia, how are you? My name is Jubal. I host a radio show. It's called The Jubal Show.
Hi, Mia. My name's Nina.
Hi.
Hi, and I'm Victoria.
It's a radio show called The Jubal Show. I don't know if you've ever heard of us before.
I have. Hi.
Okay, cool.
I'm nervous.
Have you ever heard of First Date Follow-Up before?
I have.
Well, you recently went out on a date with somebody and now you're ghosting them, and they emailed us to see if we could get you on the phone and ask you why you're ghosting them.
Oh, okay.
Any idea who it could be?
Well, I've only really had one date in the past couple weeks, so I think I know. Is his name Drew?
Yes, it is.
Oh, okay.
Can you just tell us why you're ghosting him? He really wants to know.
Wow. Well, I mean, the date was actually going really well, and it was really fun. He took me to like this country barbecue place, and they have line dancing and stuff, and so it was, I thought, going pretty well. And he was funny and silly, which is awesome. And with the exception of there was this moment we were dancing on the dance floor, and this ballad Shania Twain song came on, and he started getting really emotional and started getting but he was also staring into my eyes as he was crying, and it was
it just felt very heavy and very intense for a first date. And it just seemed like there was a lot in there that I was not ready to unpack as a first date.
So what song was it that came on again?
Still the One, that Shania Twain song.
Oh, I love that song. That song makes me cry too.
I've never cried to it.
Oh, I cry to it all the time because, like, you know, I just want that one.
You ever cried to it on a first date? Staring into your date's eyes?
No, but did you say anything to him? Like, did you ask him if he was okay? Was there something stuck in his eye?
Well, I did. I was like, "Are you okay?" Like it was like so intense that I felt like I had to say something, and so I was like, "Are you okay?" You're trying to like lighten the mood, and he just kind of was like, "Oh yeah, I'm good," and just kind of like went on, looked away. So it wasn't as weird. It wasn't as weird after that, I suppose, but it was just like that moment was just really. There was just something in there that was like really heavy, and he was getting so emotional. Getting tears in his eyes. I don't know. I just felt like, is this guy going to say I love you at the end of this first date? I was not ready for that. So
was it not coming across like maybe he was thinking about an ex? It was like he was thinking about you?
That's what it felt like. It felt like he was like locking eyes, like still the one, like you.
Like I just met you and you're still the one. I could see that being a bit much then.
Yeah, I could too. I mean, Jubal, you get emotional often.
Yes.
Could you see yourself doing that? Like if you happen to be looking at somebody in the eyes while you're getting emotional, what else could it be though?
On a first date, that's initially I thought maybe he was thinking about a past relationship.
Yeah.
Like that, maybe that was their song or something, right?
I definitely didn't think about the ex idea, but that would also kind of be a deal breaker, like you said. So
let's just ask him, Mia. Mia, he's on the phone listening and wants to talk to you.
Oh.
Hi, Mia.
Hi. Sorry.
Yeah, I'm a little embarrassed right now. So, I was a bit misty-eyed. It's not because I'm an ex. I heard what y'all, I was here the whole time. I just didn't know what to say. So, my grandparents have been married 60 years. I'll be 61 this year. And they're just so in love still. And whenever I hear that song, I think about my grandparents. And, it's just a real soft spot for me.
Are you, that's for real, Drew?
Yeah. That's 100%.
I was going to say, if you're making that up on the spot, that is genius.
I was just like, well, that's actually really cute. And I kind of wish you just.
That's what I'm saying. Man.
I wish you told her that.
We were looking at each other, and it wasn't like a plan, like, oh my God, I got to get this one. But I was having a good time with her. And then I thought about my grandparents when that song came on, and I was trying not to cry, but I guess I didn't do a good job. I of course cried. I always do. Yeah, I got real emotional.
Aww.
What do you think about that, Mia?
Does it change anything, Mia?
I mean, that is a very good reason. I just also felt like it was a little inappropriate to be so emotional. I just didn't feel like, to me, that told me that, like, we don't match. I'm not a super emotional person, but if one is going to be the emotional person in the relationship, I would like it to be me and not the man I'm dating. Like, I want a rock. I don't want a river,
Oh.
So.
Wow. Okay.
You're not really into emotional type guys like that.
I just feel like it's a lot of extra work. And, I am so sorry, Drew, but I just feel like it's like a lot that I have to then manage, So, I mean,
it stings, but I'm glad you're being honest.
That's an interesting take.
I did not expect that.
I really appreciate when a man shows his side.
Yeah, I do too when it's like 6 months into the relationship, but not on the first date.
All right, well, then let me ask you this question, Mia. Would you like to go on another date with Drew? We'll pay for it.
He won't cry. What if he doesn't cry?
I'm going to gracefully decline, but thank you so much for the offer.
No problem. Drew, I'm sorry, man. No second date for you.
I appreciate you guys trying. It actually makes me feel a lot better just having some closure. And while it stings, I'm glad she was honest. And I guess that wouldn't work. It'd be you holding me while I'm crying, holding you while you're crying. Just be just us crying all the time.
Meanwhile, ladies, Drew is single if you're into the crying type.
Yeah. Hayden is on the phone today for a first date follow-up. He's getting ghosted by Elena, so in a minute, we'll call her and see if she'll tell us why she's ghosting him and maybe get him a second date. But first, Hayden, how long has it been since you heard from her?
It's been about 9 days, I would say. 9 or 10 days, give or take.
So how many times have you tried to reach out to her?
Once every other day. I mean, the most recent was this morning. I'm still trying to, connect with her if possible.
Okay. How was the date?
The date was great. I mean, that's why I'm so baffled. So, we met online, and then we met up at this little wine bar, in kind of a middle of the neighborhood, which was really nice. And it was they had a little patio out there. She brought her dog. She had her little baby dog. I think it was like a Pomeranian or something, which
that's cute.
Kind of weird, but yeah, I guess in a sense.
She didn't tell you?
No,
surprise a dog on a date. That'd be kind of weird.
I think it's cool.
Yeah.
Give me the puppy. Okay, anyway.
Dog's name was Biscuit. It was, it was fine or whatever,
You didn't mind that she surprised you with the dog on your date?
I am a dog lover myself, so at first it was, certainly by surprise, but after a while, I got adjusted to the dog. I mean, I don't know if the dog was getting so adjusted to me. He kept trying to bite at me, and every time I tried to pet him, he would growl and stuff. But
so the dog didn't like you.
He was just being protective, I guess, of his owner. She even actually had a little joke saying if Biscuit doesn't vibe with you, then that's a red flag or something like that. But I think she was just joking. I hope. God, I hope. Because, I can bribe Biscuit, dogs can love me eventually, right? But,
yeah, she might not have been joking.
I was going to say, some people are very
people
serious.
People always say dogs can, they have a sense, yeah. Maybe she was serious.
I mean, hopefully Biscuit can give me a second chance, because I know I can win him over. Because the date was going great. After a while, the dog kind of laid there and just kind of kept to himself, and then we started vibing, connecting. We shared a charcuterie board. She actually made fun of me for not knowing how to say it too. I thought that was actually kind of cute. But yeah, one of those cheese boards. And it was really nice. It paired fun with the wine. We had a couple, we shared a bottle. After that, we went back to her place, and, we were still vibing. Everything was good. And, one thing led to another. And, we hooked up,
Oh, you
I didn't want to say just like that, but yeah, we did. It happened. And
did you put Biscuit in another room?
Yeah, I was going to ask, where is the dog?
Biscuit was in the bathroom. Biscuit, we left him in the bathroom. And we just tended to each other, and it was just electric. It was amazing. It was some of the best I've ever had. I'm not going to lie. On top of that being wonderful, I don't know, she just had a thing about her. She seemed so genuine and real. And when I was talking to her, she seemed like she was interested and wasn't, just kind of one ear and out the other. And, she was sarcastic and sharp and witty and funny. And, she was calling me out for trying to act smarter than I am. I guess it didn't help when I didn't know the name of the cheese board. But we just had something. And I want to know why all of a sudden she's ghosting me,
What could have gone wrong? Was there any other moment aside from Biscuit nipping at your ankles that was kind of awkward, or no?
I have no idea. I mean, he was nipping at me at first, but he calmed down after a while, and we were having such a great time. I mean, I thought I did a great job, performing, if you will. I don't know, maybe I might have said something stupid towards the end of the night. I had a good buzz on me. I was tired, dehydrated. I've been working a lot lately, so, haven't been catching up on sleep much. So I might have said something stupid.
All right. Well, we'll see if we can figure it out for you then. We'll play a song, come back, and then call her and see if she'll tell us why she's ghosting you and maybe get you a second date, all right?
Thank you, guys. I appreciate that.
Okay. We'll get your first date follow-up next.
On the latest episode of Next Question with me, Katie Couric, I sat down with Bernie Sanders, who is 84 years old, has spent 34 years in Congress, and he can still pack a rally with people a quarter of his age.
Denver, 34,000 people come out. Salt Lake City, 20,000 people. Huge turnouts. People are really dissatisfied about the status quo.
His Fighting Oligarchy tour with AOC and other young progressives has become a movement. But is his message too far to the left? Well, he certainly doesn't think so.
Does that sound like a radical idea, Katie? Is that too far left for you?
Okay, wait. I get your point, Bernie. We talk about the billionaire class, the cost of living, and of course, the government shutdown, not to mention the current state of the Democratic Party.
To me, the failure of the Democratic Party has been an unwillingness to recognize the real issues.
Open your free iHeartRadio app, search Next Question with Katie Couric, and listen now.
Michael Lewis here. My book, The Big Short, tells the story of the buildup and birth of the U.S. housing market back in 2008. It follows a few unlikely but lucky people who saw the real estate market for the black hole it would become and eventually made billions of dollars from that perception. It was like feeding the monster, said Eisman. We fed the monster until it blew up. The monster was exploding. Yet on the streets of Manhattan, there was no sign anything important had just happened. Now, 15 years.
It's okay not to be okay sometimes and be able to build strength and love within each other.
Thanksgiving isn't just about food. It's a day for us to show up for one another. I'm Elliot Connie, host of the podcast Family Therapy, a series where real families come together to heal and find hope. What would be a clue that would be like? I've gotten lots of text messages from him. This one's from a little bit better of a version of him.
Because he's feeding himself well. It's always a concern. Like, are you eating well? He's actually an amazing cook.
There was this one time where we had neighbors and I saved their dog and I ended up inviting them over for food, and that was like one of my proudest moments.
This is Family Therapy. Real families, real stories on a journey to heal together. Listen to Season 2 of Family Therapy every Wednesday on the Black Effect Podcast Network, iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Jenna World. Jenna Jameson, Vivid Video, and The Valley is a new podcast about the history of the adult film industry. I'm Molly Lambert, host of Heidi World, The Heidi Fleiss Story, and I'll be your tour guide on a wild ride through adult films.
We get paid more than the men. We call the shots. In what way is that degrading? That's us taking hold of our life.
In the 1990s, actress Jenna Jameson crossed over into mainstream culture, redefined stardom, then left it all behind.
I'm a powerful woman. I think that's intimidating to a man.
With a cast of hundreds of actors and comedians playing key figures, we'll take a look at how adult films became legal in the 70s, hugely profitable in the 80s and 90s, and fell off a financial cliff in the 2000s. Listen to Jenna World on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
First Date Follow-Up. Powered by the Advocates Injury Attorneys. Online at advocateslaw.com.
If you're just joining us for today's First Date Follow-Up, Hayden is on the phone and he's getting ghosted by Elena, so we're about to call her and see if she'll tell us why she's ghosting him and maybe get him a second date. But before we do that, Hayden, why don't you break down your date for us real quick again?
Met at a wine bar, had a great time. She brought her dog, which was a little off-putting at first because he kept, nipping at me and growling at me. But after a while, he calmed down and we had a great night and even great overnight, if you will. And ever since then, she's been ghosting me. I thought we had a great connection, and I tried calling her. She doesn't call me back, doesn't text me back. I mean, I don't know. Like I said, maybe she is, serious about Biscuit and, the vibe because he was growing at me. Maybe she's true about, she did call him his furry gatekeeper, I guess. So.
Well, maybe. Okay, so maybe her dog didn't like you. That might be the reason you think you're getting ghosted.
Or maybe
her
it wasn't.
Furry gatekeeper didn't like you. Or maybe that's a whole different thing.
Either that or just something stupid in the middle of the night, which I don't recall. I was buzzed. I'm sorry.
Well, are you ready for us to call her?
Yes, please.
Okay, here we go. I'm going to dial her phone number right now.
Hello.
Hi, may I speak to Elena, please?
This is she.
Hey, Elena, how are you? This is a radio show. It's called The Jubal Show.
Hi, Elena. I'm Nina.
Hi, and I'm Victoria.
And my name's Jubal. What's up? How are you?
I'm good.
Great. Have you ever listened to the show before?
I have. Yeah.
Dope. Have you ever heard a first date follow-up before?
I have.
Dope.
Okay.
Guess what, Elena?
What?
You're ghosting somebody and they emailed us.
Oh, no. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
We do a segment called the first date follow-up where if you're ghosting somebody, you can email us and we call that person and see if they'll tell us why they're ghosting you. So do you know who would have emailed us about you?
Yeah, I have a sneaking suspicion it's Hayden, isn't it?
Yes, it is Hayden. Do you have a few minutes to talk to us and tell us why you're ghosting him? He said he really liked you and he thought you were into him.
Yeah, I mean, the date was actually really fun. I mean, he's adorable. He's cute. He made me laugh. And he even tried to win over my dog, which was a big thing for me.
Yeah, he told us that you brought your dog on the date and that your dog didn't like him. So he thought maybe that was a red flag.
I mean, no, that's not why I've been ghosting him.
Oh.
He is like a bathroom criminal.
What does that mean? She called him a criminal.
A bathroom criminal. After we hooked up, I went to the bathroom and he left the toilet seat up, which wasn't the worst thing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. But then he also didn't flush.
Oh.
And let's just say hydration is not his strong suit. Okay.
Oh, no.
It was disgusting. It was like someone poured beer into like a hot desert. I had to open a window and he got it everywhere. I'm telling you, like everywhere. And to me, that's like just so gross and disrespectful to not even attempt to clean up after himself. Like, you know, as good of a time we were having, to see that, I was like, okay, what is
this was
going
in
on?
your bathroom.
In my bathroom. We went back to my place.
And he just acted like nothing ever happened?
Wait. I can't stay quiet now. Can I say something? Can I
Hey, Elena, that's Hayden. He's on the phone and wants to talk to you.
Elena?
Oh, hi,
that's why
Hayden.
you ghosted me? That's why you ghosted me? My penis?
Yeah.
How did you get it all over the bathroom?
It was an accident. It was a complete accident. I'm so sorry. In my defense, it was like 3 a.m. I was half asleep, dehydrated, and clearly not at my best. You know, I respect you. I swear. I just forgot to...
You forgot how toilets work? Like, what? That's not comforting at all.
I didn't forget how toilets work. I was just not in my right state of mind. Come on, you don't ghost someone for an overnight flush mishap. You know, I made a mistake. Yes, that was my error, and I will own it. But you don't ghost someone for that. Come on, we had chemistry, right? You even laughed at my dumb jokes.
Listen, I do love the dumb jokes, but I mean, just the bathroom was just out of control. Like, I didn't even know how to deal with that. So I don't know.
Elena, listen, I really do like you, and you know, we just hooked up right after that, and it's kind of hard to control after hooking up. I'm sorry if I wasn't really paying attention to where it was going.
Is that a true statement, Jubal?
I would say, yeah, it is actually.
Really?
But I mean, I don't know, you know, I didn't see it, so I'd have to know how bad it was.
So, I'm sorry about that, but I know we can move past this. You know, I think Biscuit heard to like me towards the end of it, you know, and I'm willing to give, you know, a Biscuit a bribe. I will come in, I will clean your bathroom thoroughly, I will bleach it, I will re-shingle your tile, whatever I got to do. If I can get a second date with you, please.
I listen, I really do like you, but I just don't want to start this whole thing off with me having to clean up after you and reminding you to drink water. Like, that does not sound fun for me.
Look, if you go on another date with me, I promise I will pee straight. And I will aim.
That is a great... Hey,
can you promise
Elena, what do you think? Would you go on another date with Hayden? We'll pay for it. I mean, that's a big promise. I've never heard anybody promise that before for somebody.
I'll even sit down in the middle
Fine.
of the night. Sit down in the middle of the night.
Fine. Yes, we can go on a second date, but we're staying out of my bathroom, okay?
The straight promises is what did it.
Deal. And I'm bringing a water bottle and mints and a bribe for biscuits and bleach for the bathroom.
Oh, my God.
Whatever you want.
Sweet.
That is so sweet. Well, congratulations, Hayden. You got another date.
I couldn't have done it without you guys. Thank you so much. This was great.
All right.
So,
Thanks,
Elena.
guys. You know what? I'm actually pretty excited.
I'll call you after we get done with this radio thing, and I'll call you on your phone. Okay.
Okay. I'm looking forward to it.
Another wine trip or something. Awesome. Thank you, guys. I appreciate it. I'll talk to you soon, Elena.
Okay.
Jubal's first date follow.